Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Frank R. Campbell Jr. Stadium, Daly Field here on the North Campus of Averett University in Danville, Virginia, for ODAC football. The homestanding Averett Cougars welcoming the Hornets of Shenandoah to Danville. Good afternoon again. I'm Chuck Vipperman, joined again by Thomas Haney III. And, Thomas, we had a good team in the hole at halftime last week on the road at their house, Hampton-Sydney. Unfortunately, the Cougars just struggled in the second half, but we are seeing steady signs of improvement for this a very young Averett football team, still looking to crack the zero in that ODAC column.
Yeah, we've seen the glimpses of this young team this season, and like you said, at halftime against Hampton-Sydney, even the game that we did against Randolph-Macon, it just was a slow start. They went down 21-0 in the first 10 minutes, but they showed glimpses in that second half. So you're seeing it here and there. Hopefully today they can put it all together in a game that I think we both think Averett stands a good chance in.
2-5 record for Averett overall, 0-4 in ODAC. Shenandoah, conversely, a 5-2 record. They are even up 2-2 in ODAC play. Clearly one of the better teams in what is one of the best Division III conferences in all of the U.S. The coin toss is happening right now at midfield as the players exchange pleasantries. For now, the next 3 hours will be slightly less pleasant, I assume. But the Averett Cougars, again, coming in with a 5-game losing streak, and they've all been to very good teams. Ferrum, Washington and Lee, Bridgewater, Randolph-Macon, and Hampton-Sydney. But thus is life in the ODAC. You don't get a layup game. It's like the Southeastern Conference of Division III. Everybody's pretty darn good, even the ones that are at the bottom are pretty darn good.
100%.
That's what we wanted, though.
Exactly, and also when you take into factor that the Cougars have been missing their starting quarterback for the last 5 weeks, that doesn't help either. The Cougars are going to have 2 quarterbacks going today, DeLulio and Hoffman most likely, and for Averett, it's all about the running game. Gabby Soto is averaging over 4 yards a carry this season, so try to get him going early. It looks like the Cougars are going to be kicking off here.
The Hornets are led by Hugueny, their quarterback, who's passed for 1,700 yards this year. He's second in ODAC in total yards and in touchdowns. But it's a team that also averages 170 yards on the ground, about 420 yards of offense per game. This is going to be a sharp Hornet offense that we'll have to keep in check today here in Danville. Beautiful day for football. In November, I'm wearing shorts and not the least bit uncomfortable. Yakovlev gets the leg into this one. It's going to be picked up at the 5-yard line. Middle return for Shenandoah. Up ahead, breaks by the first wave, out past the 35 near the 40-yard line. So solid return to open the action off this afternoon for number 12, Sean Perry, a fifth-year senior out of Baltimore, Maryland. And now Averett's defense will come out on the field, a defense that has shown, again, like we said with other parts of the game, glimpses of excellence, but unevenness, I guess.
Yeah, one of those glimpses of excellence has been Josiah Campbell. He ranks first in the ODAC for interceptions this year with 4. So although the defense is giving up just under 40 points per game, he's been one of the bright spots.
Jalen Redfern will join Hugueny in the backfield, and they'll put a man in motion. Redfern gets the first handoff. Not an awful lot. Good backside. Oh, if there's going to be a keeper, boy, they faked me out big time. Holy smokes. They sold that one like a con artist. That was good. There was a keeper on the left-hand side by Hugueny, but he's not going to get an awful lot. Very good play-action fake there.
Yeah, good job by the other side of the defense for the Cougars as 4 players went and bit on that play action like you said
Much
there.
like the play-by-play guy did.
Exactly.
Boy, they sold that bad boy. Now there's a stoppage of play here and an official timeout. Shenandoah's offense looks for all the world like the New England Patriots road uniforms.
Yes, the Patriot Pat, the old school one.
Yeah, the old school one. See, that's the thing. I mean, any helmet that was being used in 1976, they should never have changed because that's when my sensibilities were set in terms of the NFL. And anything else beyond that, it's newfangled. I don't trust it. We're going to have an official timeout here and have –
Interesting.
I don't know if we got a clock issue early on or what.
Could be the chains maybe. I'm not sure.
Don't see a lot of movement on the chain gang across the way there. Now, the play got 0 yards, so don't have to worry much about chain movement there. It'll be second down and 10, but Hugueny on the keeper went left. The Cougars defense did a really good job of stringing the play out and held him, again, right to no gain. But this is weird. The officials, 3 of the officials are at midfield. There is an official on the far side looking over the Shenandoah huddle. I don't think we have a water break this early.
No,
I'm just
kicked off. But
all righty.
But yeah, like you said, I mean, the Cougar secondary there are doing a great job of getting Hughley down, because that was one of the better play actions you'll see, as he, had all of us fooled up here, especially.
Yeah. Hughley carried the play action out very well that time. Not known for his speed. Yeah, he does have 56 rushing attempts this year. Has scored 3 touchdowns, so he's not completely useless with his legs. It's his arm, though. 1,700 yards passing for Hughley, 1,625 to be exact. 16 touchdown passes through 7 games to this point, so well over 2 touchdowns per game. And this is like a long delay. I'm not sure what this is, and the officials are not communicating anything to the press box. Now, okay, maybe it is a chain issue because they're swapping out some equipment on the far side there. All right. There's only so many ways a chain can mess up.
Yeah, Hughley was down there, too. I think Hughley might have had a part in that.
I wonder, because the play went out of bounds, and he might have clipped the chain, so. Everything seems to be settled to the official satisfaction now, and very shortly, we promise, we'll have this much-anticipated 2nd down and 10 play here. A sun-splashed crowd on a Saturday afternoon here at Averett University, ready to witness some good ODAC football. Tight formation this time. They're going to run a triple bunch, but very close to the line, and one wide out to the left, again, eventually, when we get the chains fixed.
Oh, goodness.
We promise you that is the intent.
Maybe they're just trying to enjoy this weather, Chuck.
Yeah,
boy. It's sunny in November. They're like, man, we got a time out here. Let's let's just sit here and soak in the sun for a little bit.
I feel like we're calling a rain delay here.
Right. Baseball.
This is wild. Again, the first play of the game was run, 0 yards, and next thing you know, there's a chain issue on the far side, and we are at the mercy of the equipment gods right now.
Gives you more time to check in on Virginia Tech.
I mean,
though.
I got
Come on now.
Yeah, Tech's up 14-3 early second quarter over Syracuse. Again, Kyron Drones, their starting quarterback, out with injury today, so the immortal Colin Schlee is calling plays for the Hokies, transfer out of UCLA. But Cougars coming in. Now, Tony Totten has got the right idea. The music started, and he started dancing. And when big number 40 starts to dancing, number one, you notice him. And number 2, it's infectious. You want to move with you, like you're being commanded to move.
Especially when they're playing Michael Jackson.
Oh man, yeah, you got to jam.
Yeah, come on now.
Them's the rules.
Yeah.
But again, though, it's most definitely a chain issue now. As it looked like they bought a new set of chains out, stretched them out, and said, "Well, no, something's wrong with them." It's an elementary concept, folks. I mean, again, it's mostly for the fans' benefit. I mean.
You see chain issues, but first play of the game is pretty interesting. I can't really say that I've seen that.
I'm guessing when Hughley got knocked out of bounds, he tangled with the original chain and must have snapped it off or broke it, and now they've brought the backup chains in and are having some issues getting them established. I mean, if you think about it, there's not too many moving parts on a set of chains, 10 yards. There's the sticks, the chains, and the number, and that's about it.
It's got to be the most anticipated second play of the game in history. I mean, everybody's on the edge of their seat just ready to go.
We're going to have to go through warm-ups again, aren't we?
Right.
Jeez. All righty. Now the officials are – the frustrating thing was they lined them back up.
I was going to say, what's funny, Chuck, is everybody was lined up. You were going through the formations.
Let's go,
Xavier was, in their defense. And
they could change the play 5 times
and they're like, all right, no, we're coming back here. We still don't have this. This is very interesting.
I don't think I've seen the chain delay quite of this length.
Was that a pun intended there? Length?
It might be it. I mean, because it looks like they're 5 feet away and they're trying to get the of course, I mean, it's got to be 10 yards. That much we do know.
Well, one thing's for sure is this will be the most accurate measurement of the game. And we will have the exact measurement of how much Hughley got on that run for sure here.
You got now they're bringing some equipment over. Boy, this is going to become an episode of Home Improvement now. Guy brought a big bag over there.
Bring out the doctor, too.
That's it, man. This is like, whoo-wee. Tell you what, folks, we're going to take a break here because I don't feel like talking about chain issues. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back in a minute once we have functioning set of chains. We'll be back in a moment on the Averett Sports Network.
Hello everyone, I'm Drew Wilson, joined by Averett head coach Patrick Henry, and it's time for another 100 yards with Coach. And we'll get started here today talking about our matchup with Shenandoah. What are some of those keys to for you to have success with your team?
Yeah, we've got to, we got to have great eyes on defense. We've got to keep the ball in front of us. We've got to. There's 50-50 run passes as anybody we've seen so far, and so they do a nice job mixing in run, pass, and RPO. So we've got to make sure that we're really locked in and honed in on our key, and making sure that we've got to defend his quarterback really well. He's played a lot of football and had a lot of success in the ODAC and all-conference player. Offensively, we got to play a complete game. We played a really, really good first half, and then we kind of got stagnant there in the third quarter. So we got to find a way to play 4 quarters of offensive football.
Okay, evidently chain gate has been solved to everyone's satisfaction here. We think. Now, again, we have lined up like this before, ready to run that much anticipated second down and 10 play, only to be told, not quite.
I'll believe it when I see it, Chuck.
Yeah, it's made me skeptical as well.
A little bit of a buzzkill for the Hornets to start the game here, but looks like we're getting ready to go back into it here.
Stretched it out, and we got 10 yards there. That should be the extent of the issues here, you would think.
Same formation.
And the words we've been longing to hear. Ball ready for play. Second down and 10. Hugueny sends him down. A single back set. He'll send one wide out in motion. Now we'll bring him back for a jet motion. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Throws it to the underneath receiver. A good high tackle that time by Averett secondary at about the 45-yard line. Boy, that was Trey Maxwell giving up his body for that one. It's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Got him now in a 3rd down and 4.
And this is actually where Shenandoah likes to be, Chuck. 55% this season on 3rd down, one of the best in the ODAC.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah.
You get over 50% on 3rd down, you're going to win some ball games.
This is a spot right here, though. Averett got to get off the field.
They'll run empty backfield. 2 wideouts to the left, trips to the right. Hugueny looks over the Averett defense on a 3rd down and 4. Straight drop back. Got time. Throws. Caught. 1st down. Little simple curl-in pattern, playing a little bit loose on defense there. That was by design, obviously, as the Cougars make the tackle number 6 for the Cougars. Jamari Owens, was that number 6, I believe, on the stop there? No, it was number 6 on the catch, I should say.
Yeah, Gus Haynes.
Yeah, good pitch and catch there. Simple football, and it'll be 1st down in Averett territory. On the plus side of the field for the Cougars, it's the opening drive of the ball game. No score here in Danville, Virginia. Hugueny has trips to the left, 1 to the right. Dump out pass left to a tailback. Actually, that's the tight end that's going to get some decent yards. They just did a little flare pattern at that time to their tight end, number 89. Is he on the roster?
Nice play design there on the halfback swing pass. The blocking has to be perfect,
there we
and
go,
it was right there. So nice play.
Henderson on the catch that time as they ran a new set. And it's going to be 2nd down, about 3 yards to go. Solid pickup on 1st down as Shenandoah is quietly putting together a drive that was truncated earlier by a chain issue. They'll still keep a single back doubles formation, 2 wideouts to either side. Left side is the short side of the field. Put one man in short motion. Hugueny back to pass. Lots of time. He'll throw it underneath. Good job of field generaling there, and he'll get it down past the 25, 23-yard line up to the 22. And the chains will move again. Hopefully no issues this time. And it'll be another Shenandoah 1st down at the Averett 23.
Hugueny there going through his progressions, looking deep, nothing over the top. So just check it down low.
Yeah, if we're going to, we're only rushing 3 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And boy, this get the feeling this kid, if you don't have him on the run, he's going to pick you apart.
Yeah, you got to force him to make a decision quicker than that.
Yep, movement, left tackle, left guard that time moved for Shenandoah. So the first penalty of the game will go against the Hornets. We'll back them up 5 yards. Again, the Hornets bringing a 5-2 record into the game, and you mentioned that 55-yard, 55% 3rd down conversion. That's 8th in the nation.
Yeah,
that is,
that's what it is.
You can, you keep a lot of drives alive, and you do it by getting yourself into a lot of 3rd and 2s and 3rd and 3s. 3rd and 12, don't convert many of those.
Yeah, in the comparison, I mean, Averett only 29% on third down this season. So third downs could be the difference in this game.
1st and 15 now after the penalty assessment. Same formation. They will bring a tight end out of this set, and I think they're going to get the 5 yards back. Free play. Throw it at left-hand side. Safety help coming over. Averett picks it off, but no, he said he was out of bounds. I don't see a flag on the play, so we must have gotten back onside. So it was not a free play, and they wasted it.
Interesting.
2nd and 15. Okay.
I think Huguety thought it was a free play, too. He kind of wanted that snap off quick there. And
yeah, you tell him to go, you see him offside, you run a go route, and I'll come get you.
Dangerous, though, because, I mean, if Averett was able to keep their feet in bounds there to be our ball. So, interesting play.
Can't always assume the offside. It'll be a 2nd down and 15 now after the incomplete pass. They'll split 2 very wide to the right this time, 1 to the left. I believe that's Buchanan in the backfield now, I think. Fake it to the tailback, curl pattern, complete, 1st down yardage. Boy, that was just good, simple football. Domenico, their 5th-year senior wide receiver, who is their leading receiver, just ran a little short slant route, and he's going to be a couple of yards shy of a 1st down, but his 3rd down very reasonable. Not quite 2 yards to go here.
5'8" from Fleming Island, Florida, the slot receiver there. Nice job on the slant route.
Redfern in the backfield next to Huguety. Redfern gets the carry, cuts back, got the 1st down. Good second effort. Boy, this kid is hard to bring down. He'll get inside the 10-yard line to the 8, and it will be 1st and goal for Shenandoah.
And another 3rd down conversion on this drive for Shenandoah.
Exactly, I think they've already got 3 tonight.
Yeah.
Today.
Yep.
Sorry, I do a lot of high school football. It's at night. It's muscle memory. Same formation, 2 wideouts to the right. Redfern gets another carry, gets an excellent block. He'll get upfield, runs over a Cougar defender, shy of the goal line. Oh, this is a tough runner. 5'11", 210 pounds. He is every bit of 210, folks, I promise you. And we've got a injured Cougar. There'll be a timeout on the field as we wait to address the injury situation. He got a great block that time from his right tackle and just honed in behind him. Averett, the secondary came up to close the gap to fill the hole there, but Redfern oh, man, this kid is a ball player.
Yeah, that was a big collision there at the 1-yard line, and good job by the Cougars of keeping him out of the end zone. But
I'm telling you, Kendall Spriggans came up and, this one's a man. Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. So the injury timeout is over, and we will have a 2nd down and goal, and that ball is about as close to the end zone as it can be without being a touchdown.
That was Marte Simmons on the injury as well, walking off the field there.
All right, so 2nd down and about, we can measure this in inches to go here. We'll shift 2 wideouts to the left. Can't imagine anybody but Redfern's going to get this one. He gets the handoff. He gets left-hand side. He gets touchdown. Very impressive opening drive by the Shenandoah Hornets. They mix in the run and pass very well. They make 3 3rd down conversions, and they have the early 6-0 edge over the Cougars.
Redfern's 8th touchdown on the season. They'll bring out Scott Martin for the extra point. Good start for the Hornets, and kind of the same story for the Cougars here, having a really hard time early in these games, slowing down the offense.
I think it's the 3rd straight home game where we've opening drive for the opponent has resulted in a touchdown.
The lefty kicker here.
Scott Martin, a 5'7" senior, gets a low kick. It found the good side of the upright, though. And just like that, a very impressive opening drive by the visiting Hornets, and they take a 7-0 lead over Averett. We'll bring you back for more Averett football in a minute.
Hello everyone, I'm Drew Wilson, joined by Averett head coach Patrick Henry, and it's time for another 100 yards with Coach. And we'll get started here today talking about our matchup with Shenandoah. What are some of those keys to for you to have success with your team?
Yeah, we've got to, we got to have great eyes on defense. We've got to keep the ball in front of us. We've got to. There's 50-50 run passes as anybody we've seen so far, and so they do a nice job mixing in run, pass, and RPO. So we've got to make sure that we're really locked in and honed in on our key, and making sure that we've got to defend his quarterback really well. He's played a lot of football and had a lot of success in the ODAC and all-conference player. Offensively, we got to play a complete game. We played a really good first half.
For Shenandoah, as they go on top 7-0 here at Daly Field. See if the Cougars have an answer on offense. Again, an offense where we are shuttling in a lot of skill players to try to find the right combo with Ross, the starting quarterback, injured in week 2. Kickoff's going to go through the end zone, and we'll have it at the 25-yard line. And again, just been kind of a process this year to find that right combination. We've had a tailback by committee. Gabby Soto's gotten most of the carries this year, but now we have sort of a quarterback rotation working. Louis DeUlio, 6'2 junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina, switching time with Brock Hoffman, who's shown some flashes of excellent play, 6'1", 170-pound freshman.
Yeah, Ross means a lot to this offense. The Cougars 2-0 with him, 41 points and then 27, but without him, 0-5, 0-7, 10, and 21 last week. So
they'll give the handoff to Soto, try right offensive side as he'll get out past the 25. Only about the 26, though. Good job by the defensive line to force him back to the inside, and Soto will get only about 1 yard on first down. Sean Watlington, Goffigan, and Testerman all split out wide to the right. We'll put Sean in motion. Give it to Soto, though. He takes advantage of the missing linebacker, gets out past the 30-yard line, ahead to the 33. Ran a little wrinkle variation on that, gave him some eye candy, and Soto gets a solid pickup. Sets up a third down and reasonable. Third down, about 2 yards to go. Exactly 2 yards to go.
talked about him a little bit earlier, but Gabby Soto averaging over 4 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns this season. So if the Cougars offense wants to move the ball today, he's got to be a catalyst for that.
Gonna have to get that running game established. Nothing helps the quarterback better than a good running game. Third down and 2 for the Cougars, their own 33-yard line. Whitehouse to either side. Slot receiver to the right. Keeper by Testerman, who took the Wildcat snap, but he's got a first down. We were told, again, we saw him score on the Wildcat last week. Flag on the play, and it's in the backfield. So, I don't like the location. That's like 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, with him running outside, you can maybe imagine what that could have been.
Yeah.
Looks like the Cougars are walking back right now.
Going to be a hold against Averett, and do not like that. I mean, the location of the flag, 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Okay, whatever. Maybe the official was inaccurate in where he threw it. Meant to throw it further upfield, but, man, that's a killer.
But as you were saying, we were told that Trevor Testerman could be in some Wildcat formations this week. He had a Wildcat touchdown last week, so definitely something to look for as Coach Patrick Henry is looking for a spark for this offense.
So it'll be third down and about 12 to go. You know, line of scrimmage assessment there.
One-on-one coverage up top.
Got quads on the left here. 1-on-2 coverage, yeah. Somebody's open on the left over here, and that's where DeUlio's looking. Now the pocket begins to collapse. He's going to try to keep the play alive. He won't. Good defense that time. Good speed on the defensive side for Shenandoah. Number 70, Jake Jack. What a cool name. 6'2", 225-pounder from Fredericksburg. Runs down to DeUlio. And it's going to be punting time for the Cougars. Not the answer you wanted to a 76-yard touchdown drive.
That was just a brutal holding call right there on third and short. You pick up the first down, you're moving the ball, and then you get backed up 10 yards and take a sack. So definitely a tough swing there for the Cougars.
That was a killer. Yep. Yakovlev on for a punt. He's been putting up some good ones this year. That's not a bad one there. He gets good hang time on this one. Picked up at the 30-yard line, and here comes a return.
Uh-oh.
He's got a return to the corner, left-hand side, room to the 50-yard line, still on his feet, and Cougars eventually will bring him down. It was a heck of a return from Sean Perry, the fifth-year senior, and he's got Shenandoah in super field position, already up 7-0 midway through the first quarter.
Yeah, back-to-back possessions now for Shenandoah with great field position starting in Averett territory in this possession. And then if you remember, the kickoff return to start the game got up to about the 40-yard line as well. So
we will see what the Cougars defense has found a magic formula. Not a lot of time on the sidelines to strategize after a quick offensive 3-and-out. Line of scrimmage will be the Averett 35-yard line. Cougars now going to a 4-man front for the first time this afternoon to give them an even look. Hugney back to pass, looking to the right. He's got a receiver trying to fade pattern, incomplete. Good defense on the far side there as it was a mano a mano on the right-hand side. Cougars got a hand in there, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. If the young man would turn his uniform so I could see the number, that would be so nice. But it's almost like, no, I'm not going to show you.
I think it was Miles Lawson.
It is 11. Yeah, it is Lawson, the sophomore.
It's a great play.
Yeah, he had his hand right there. Back to the ball, but he was not interfering with the receiver. Just got his hand right there in the breadbasket, exactly how you're coached. 2nd down and 10. They'll put a man in motion. Hugueny back for another pass. This time, there was a nice hold there if they don't call it, and he's knocked out of bounds. One of our guys got taken down right in front of him, and that was not a hold. Okay. All righty.
And here comes another 3rd down, Chuck. 3 for 3 so far, 8th in the nation, like you said earlier. Cougars, big test here.
And again, most of their 3rd downs are the reasonable variety.
Exactly.
3rd and 6, I think, is the longest 3rd down they've had today, Chuck. You're doing college ball today.
It's 80 degrees, baby.
I know, man. What a day. November 2nd, we're turning our clocks forward tonight, and it's 80 degrees.
Christmas is next month. Come on now.
No. And no, I have not bought any Christmas presents.
Better get on that.
3rd down and 6, empty backfield with a motion halfback. Averett brings a little pressure off the side. Again, an underneath receiver. The Cougars don't pick him up, and it's going to be a 1st down. Hugueny is too good a quarterback to give him that kind of time to dissect your defense. He just dumps it off to the safety valve, and that's going to be enough for another 3rd down conversion. They are 4 of 4 today. They have been brutal on 3rd downs.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. At some point here in this game, the Cougars might want to send the blitz on 3rd down. Just like you said, too much time, and then the underneath, underneath is, soft coverage, so Cougars might have to force the issue to get off the field.
Miles Miller makes the 1st down catch, and it'll be 1st down just inside the 20-yard line for the Hornets. Single back set. Back up, back. Oh, what a good stop-and-go move as he's going to get open left-hand side, get a 1st down. That was brutal. Bryce Buchanan, 5'6", 173 pounds, had him dead to rights, and he just stopped and moved about 15 degrees to the left, and boy, that was enough. Oh, what do you do with that if you're on defense?
Yeah, Redfern and Buchanan both just dynamite in that backfield, both averaging over 6 yards per carry on 50 rushes plus this season.
Man, that's good.
Yeah.
That is exceptional.
Yeah, I mean, that's impressive. So 2 of some of the best running backs in this conference on the same team.
That run right there was Barry Sanders-esque. I mean, that was, you see that stuff on YouTube. All righty, 1st down and goal just inside the 10-yard line. Runs a mini motion, back to pass again is Hugueny. He's got time now. He's going to tuck it and run it. He'll slide at about the 5-yard line, the 6-yard line, because again they now spot it, and I like this. I think this is a good idea from the spot where you start the process of sliding, not from where you start sliding, because that's more accurate. If we're gonna protect the quarterbacks, then you have to do that.
Let's see if I can avoid the announcer's jinx here, but Huguety has looked really good in this game, and he's making all the right reads on his progressions, not forcing anything. Right there you see it again. Nobody's open, cuts inside, gets a couple yards, so he's been pretty impressive so far.
He doesn't seem rushed doing anything.
Right.
I mean, he's a good one. Counter handoff to Buchanan, right side, looking for room. Cougars force him inside, but he finds the blue part of the end zone for a touchdown. Very patient run by Buchanan that time. Waited for his hole to develop. Saw when Averett had him outflanked. He pushed it back upfield. Had enough gumbo behind him at that point to push it into the end zone. A 6-yard touchdown run. And Shenandoah now 2 for 2 in their offense this afternoon. Up 13-0 pending the conversion.
Redfern with a touchdown. Buchanan with a touchdown now. And these starts for Averett in the first quarter, these woes continue. Now down 14-0. Down 21-0 in the last game here at home as well.
Extra point is up. It sure looks good from here. The officials confirm. And 14-0 just like that. A good start early on for the Shenandoah Hornets. Averett looking for an answer on offense when we bring you back to the Averett Sports Network in 1 minute. Kickoff number 2 for Shenandoah. Looks like this one is not going to quite reach the end zone. We muff it, but we'll pick it up at the 4-yard line. And do we call it? I think we called a fair catch before then. So, again, that'll be hopefully not a penalty for delay a game, because if you call a fair catch then trying to advance it, they'll sometimes get you with delay a game. And I don't see any hankies coming out, so looks like we will have it. No, they're going to say right there, holy smokes, that was a mistake. Down at the 3-yard line, I think what happened is at one point when he had the ball in his possession, his knee hit the ground, and that's
that's what I was thinking too.
The play be dead when that happens, and boy, Averett finds themselves in miserable field position at their own 3-yard line. Not what you wanted, to say the least. Soto gets the handoff. He gets out of the end zone. Good stop-and-go move, but he's only going to get maybe a foot or so on the play, as he was almost in danger of being tackled for a safety. He leaned out of the end zone, got ahead, back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 3-yard line.
Well, you definitely got to pick up a first down here. Get Yakovlev out of the end zone.
Yeah, you got to.
The goal for this drive really changes here. I mean, you just got to get out of the end zone there and give Yakovlev some room.
Under center this time for DiUlio. He'll hand it off to Soto. A little power football ahead, only past the 5-yard line, though. Again, you're just kind of in survival mode right now.
Yeah, and how aggressive are you here on 3rd down also? I mean, you don't want to make a mistake this
No.
deep in your own zone.
No, you do not. Most definitely. So it'll be a 3rd down and about 7, maybe 8 yards to go. We'll see how conservative the Cougars play it here. DiUlio's going under center once again. Fakes the handoff. He's going to pass. He's got time, directing his receivers, straddling the end zone, waiting, just throws it up for grabs. Going to be intercepted at the 42-yard line, and here comes a return. To the left-hand side, turns the corner, 25, 20-yard line, and about the 15. If you're going to throw it away, throw it away. Don't leave it in the field to play, and that was a mistake for DiUlio that time, as he, again, did a good job creating time on on the scramble that time. Did a great job doing that, but made a bad decision. Again, if you're going to throw it out of bounds, you got to throw it out of bounds. Leave it in the field to play, the bad guy might get it, and that's what happened to the Cougars there. And well, you want to talk about good field position. 1st and 10 from the Averett 15-yard line now for Shenandoah.
Yeah, and we were talking about it. How conservative are you going to be on 3rd down? And
not very,
obviously. So
Redfern joins Huguety in the backfield out of a shotgun set from the Cougar 15-yard line. They'll bring an H-back in. Put a man in motion. Huguety back to pass. A short dump pass is going to be completed.
Tackle.
Good tackle to hold him to really a minimal gain from that standpoint. Number 8, Seth Harden, with a great stop there. But it'll still be 6 yards, and 2nd down and 4 coming up. The line of scrimmage is the Cougar 9-yard line. Well, if the Cougars could just hold them to a field goal attempt here, you get the feeling that would just be spectacular. 2nd down and 4. Hand it off to Redfern. He's got an escort. He's going to move it into the end zone for a touchdown. He did a little inside isolation handoff that time, and the Cougars just quite simply were not at home that time. A good job to take advantage of what the defense was giving them right there, and that was a very short drive, and boy, we're in trouble now. Make sure this game doesn't get out of hand quickly. It's 20-0.
Yeah, some deja vu from the last game we did Chuck at home.
21-zip before you could get comfy, yeah.
So at 42 unanswered now at home in the last 2 first quarters. So
maybe start the 2nd quarter next game.
Yeah, exactly.
Just tell them it's the 2nd quarter.
Yeah.
Don't tell them it's the 1st. Clock on for another extra point. It is up. It is good. And right now, everything's coming up roses for the visitors from Shenandoah University. Hornets stinging this afternoon, up 21-0 over the Cougars. We'll bring you back in a minute for more Averett football on the Averett Sports Network. Nick Andrews and Josiah Campbell back set to receive the kickoff. A little flying saucer looking ball that I think we'll call a fair catch on at the 8-yard line. And so we'll have better field position to start this time. Andrews on the fair catch. And right now, Cougars have got to feel like they're just sort of in survival mode at this point. You're down 3 touchdowns, still some time left in the first quarter. You do not have a first down to your name, and you do not have a defensive stop to your name right now. The game could scarcely have started off any worse for the home team today.
Yeah, when it's like this and it's 21-0 and all those factors, like you said, you just throw everything out of the window. You don't look at the scoreboard. You don't look at the stats. You're just playing football like you're in the backyard right now. You're trying to pick up some first downs and see what happens.
From their own 25-yard line, Cougars will bring, it was a late addition of the quarterback
Hoffman.
there. Yeah, I was going to say the
Hoffman coming in now, freshman quarterback.
We will need a quarterback here. Come on out here, son. And now a timeout by Coach Henry. We'll go ahead and take it as well, as the Cougars are just trying to get things calmed down here and trying to make a football game out of this. We'll bring you back for the first down play when we return in 1 minute.
Hello, everyone. I'm Drew Wilson, joined by Averett head coach Patrick Henry, and it's time for another 100 yards with Coach. And we'll get started here today talking about our matchup with Shenandoah. What are some of those keys to for you to have success with your team?
Yeah, we've got to, we got to have great eyes on defense. We've got to keep the ball in front of us. We've got to. There's 50-50 run passes as anybody we've seen so far. And so they do a nice job mixing in run, pass, and RPO. So we've got to make sure that we're really locked in and honed in on our key, and making sure that we've got to defend his quarterback really well. He's played a lot of football and had a lot of success in the OD.
Out of Chesapeake, Virginia, we'll put Sean Watlington in motion. Counter handoff, I believe, at Soto up the gut. He'll get it out past the 30-yard line or so. 5'5", 154 pounds of fury. Gabby Soto will move it to about the 30-yard line. 31, about a 6-yard pickup. Solid gain on first down.
Let's see if Coach Henry can scheme up something for these receivers. We've got some great receivers here at Averett with Trevor Testerman and Sean Watlington.
Well, Testerman's going to be the receiver of the snap this time.
He's going to be in Wildcat right here. Very interesting.
Got Soto to his left. Big Trevor Testerman, third-generation football player. Grandfather Don played in the NFL. His father scored the first touchdown in Averett Cougar football history.
Pretty darn good shortstop as well, I might add.
Counter handoff to Soto. He's got a little bit of room. He'll slung short of the first down. And it'll be third down, about 2 to go here for the Cougars. There's the Cougars, again, you're looking for small victories right now. You're just trying to get something positive here, get to move the chains and get a drive established here, and maybe, just maybe, cut into this lead here. But, sort of baby steps. Crawl before you walk before you run. Looks like Testerman's going to be in there on the Wildcat formation again.
I want to see him throw one. Maybe not on 3rd and 1. Maybe not on 3rd and 1. But
he's an intriguing athlete, 6'5", 222 pounds. He'll line up as the quarterback here. Testerman's going to keep it himself, try to get to the right-hand side. Oh, he gets tackled from behind.
Close.
And he is going to be, I believe, a little short. We'll see.
Yeah, I think just a little bit short.
Man. Yep. He's about 2 yards short, because the 35 he had to get to, and he's 33, so, So, that being that, Cougars will have their third consecutive 3-and-out. And Yakovlev will be on for his third punt of the afternoon. And things are looking grim for the home team right now, down 21-0. Oh, lots of pressure, but Yakovlev got it away. High, fairly short punt. It's going to take a neutral roll. The Cougars will down it at the 38-yard line. And that's where Shenandoah will take over. Their worst field position, believe it or not, of the afternoon.
You read my mind. I was just about to say that.
It's still pretty darn good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the function when your offense isn't getting first downs. You're consistently punting from your own 10, 12-yard line or so. The other team's going to get in good field position. And I'll tell you what, the way Shenandoah's run their offense today, field position has been a minor thing. I mean, they're just kind of doing what they want to do here.
Looks like the offense down there on the bench is almost having like a team meeting.
Yeah.
Talking things out.
Just got to get on the same page
exactly.
here. First down as they'll put a receiver in motion. Trips right, one to the left this time. Huganey back to pass, and he's got all kinds of time to throw. Good catch on a short slant pattern ahead to near midfield. Boy, when you're giving him that kind of time, he's going to do some major, major damage. Number 17, Domenico, his favorite receiver, on the catch, and it'll be first down, ball right at midfield.
Yeah, he's only been pressured once in this game on over 10 dropbacks. So
yeah,
definitely got to change that if you're the Averett defense.
Got to get him uncomfortable, and he has been very comfortable today. 21-0 Shenandoah lead here in Danville over the Cougars. So far, it has been all Hornets this lovely Saturday afternoon. Same formation with a single back set. Shotgun, they'll hand it off to Buchanan. No, keeper by Huganey. He gets flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it short, incomplete, behind his receiver, intended receiver, Domenico. That was going to be a tough pass to make, and it was a little bit behind him. It would have had to have been perfect, and it'll be an incomplete pass. Only the second one I think he's thrown today. He's been pretty sharp. That's all I can say.
Yeah, he's been really sharp. And second incompletion, but also the second pressure. So
yeah,
it's trying to get that trend there. Cougars bring a little bit more heat on that one. Force the incompletion. Try to get him in a 3rd and long here.
Yeah, we started off with a 3-man front, went to a 4-man front. Now we're in the 33 again, and giving them a odd man look on defense. We'll bring up usually one linebacker out of this set, but this is a 3-4-4 defense right now for the Cougars. Second down and 10. Ball is at midfield. Empty backfield this time. Huganey back to pass. Flushed immediately out of the pocket. Now he's going to cock fire. Good-looking pass ahead, complete to number 84. He makes a heck of a move, and he's going to get tackled inside the 15-yard line. That was just darn good. Now, Yep, he was beyond the line of scrimmage. I was wondering, again, he was just past the 50-yard line, according to the official, because he threw his flag right on the 49 where he passed it from. So we're going to catch a break there. That's going to be an illegal forward pass, loss of down and yardage. And instead of getting the 35-yard pickup, it's going to be second down and long, or actually, second down and long, I believe.
Yeah, that's a huge swing there. Yeah, I mean, Shenandoah was knocking on the door again, about to be 1st and goal. And now they're all the way back in a second down and long.
Got to be aware of the line of scrimmage at all times if you're the quarterback rolling out looking to throw the football. Now, I thought it was close. I forgot for a second there. Yeah, it's just the 50-yard line, Chuck. If it goes beyond the 50, it's illegal, and he did. It was about a step beyond. So a legal forward pass, that's a loss of down, and it'll be 3rd down and 15. First time we've had them in a 3rd and long situation. Again, they are, I believe, 4 of 4 on 3rd downs today. This will clearly be the most challenging of those.
They've been 8th in the nation in 3rd downs, but this is definitely a tall task here.
Just weird. They only penalized him 4 yards. I'm not sure why.
And the clock is going to expire.
That's going to be it. That's going to be the end of the first quarter here. A first quarter that has been absolutely dominated by the visitors. Shenandoah up over Averett 21-0 at the break. We'll bring you back for second quarter action on the Averett Sports Network in 1 minute. To open the second quarter, Send Dominico in motion. Hugany back to pass, throws it deep, and he's incomplete. A great hit on the play to jar the ball loose. That ball was right in the receiver's breadbasket until number 5, Kendall Spriggins, put a shoulder pad into his lower back, incomplete. And for the first time today, the Cougars will force a Hornet punt.
Gosh, that's such a big play to start at the second quarter right there.
He threw a great ball, too.
Yeah, it was a dime.
Super.
He's open, and Spriggins right there is just laying the boom.
Okay,
getting off the field.
I dare you to catch it. Please catch it, because here it comes. That was just good hard hitting right there.
That aggressiveness that Averett defense needs to see here down the stretch. Nice play.
Just a little spark there, so sometimes is all you need. Averett was late getting the player on. It's a knuckleball kick, and the returner is just going to take it at the 10-yard line. Thought he was going to let it roll there, but Nick Andrews fell on it at the 10-yard line. So, again, not good field position for Averett, but the defense gets a stop. Let's see if we can get a little offensive momentum working off of that.
Yeah, and the sense of urgency rises when your defense gets off of the field.
They bailed you out here. Now let's see what you can do on offense. Cougars, again, have used 3 different quarterbacks already in the first quarter. One of them, Trevor Testament, a starting wide receiver. The worst thing about having Testament at quarterback is you lose a very good receiver when you do that. That's the only downside, but yeah, he's again, an intriguing physical specimen, 6'5", 222 pounds. Again, recruited as a wide receiver, but there he goes right now, once again, running under center. Sobo is to his right. Testament's going to roll and fire. He throws it, caught by Sean Watlington. Ahead to the 15-yard line, makes a guy miss. Ahead, 20-yard line. Short pickup on first down. The first pass we've seen from Trevor Testament, and it's enough for an Averett first down.
I mean, what can't he do? Baseball player, wide receiver, quarterback now. I mean,
oh, man.
It's like Taysom Hill out there.
He's going to come up here and take our jobs.
Right.
So, good-looking pass by Trevor. You kind of figured they're going to, if he throws, it's going to be, basic routes, little swings and whatnot. But he looked very, very good there. Testament this time hands it off to Soto, looking for room. Got a little room out past the 25-yard line. Solid run from Gabby Soto. And the Cougars offense showing signs of life. Their initial first down and 6 yards on the 1st and 10 play. It is weird. I mean, football, even at the highest levels, is such a game of momentum. Your defense just, balled out last time, did a great job, got a 3 and out. Now the offense is coming in with a pep in their step. I mean, Testament literally skipping up to the line to call the play. You can tell he's a little excited right now. He'll have a doubles formation this time with 2 wideouts to either side. Sean Watlington split wide to the right. Keeper by Testament as he waits for the holes to develop. Not there. Good discipline that time by the linebacking core. They did not follow the eye candy. And we're going to have a late flag on presumably a Cougar because right before the end of the play, a Hornet player went flying on defense. And he didn't do that on his own, I don't think.
Yeah, those are the things you just can't have when you're down by 3 touchdowns.
Got to be smarter than that and struggling to move the ball.
Yeah.
3rd down and 4 becomes a 3rd down and 14 because it's going to be a dead ball foul assessed after the play. Ew.
Coach Henry's not going to be too happy about that, I can imagine.
Laps will be run, let's put it that way. We'll just wait for the assessment here. We're assuming it's unsportsmanlike against the Cougars. Or no, they're calling it against them.
Wow, interesting.
Okay.
You see all the Hornets down there
it was
shrugging.
Like, what?
They're kind of like, what
Our guy
happened?
went flying. What are you doing to us?
First down Cougars. Wow, I mean, we will take
the
that.
break. Exactly.
Yes. Interesting.
Look away from that gift horse.
You
mouth.
never know what he might have said,
Said magic words, and now they're encouraging him to get back on his side of the field. Yeah, the offending player is still trying to make his case. They're not going to change their mind, buddy. I can promise you that. So we got to make sure things don't get chippier here.
Interesting.
All righty. So here we go. Cougars get a first down by a gift. Still on their side of the field at the Cougar 43-yard line. Testament still the quarterback. Straight drop back by Trevor. He's looking to throw it deep to Watlington. The pass is overthrown. He was double covered, though, so that was a very low percentage pass. Tell you, Testament is not going to he's going to bring some rain down with these deep throws if he keeps it up because that one was about 100 yards in the air.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it. Shortstop and center fielder. I mean, he's got a cannon. He definitely can throw the ball pretty far.
Yeah. Accuracy.
Good throw on that. I mean,
it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to underthrow that ball. It'd obviously be an interception. So
yeah, but Sean picked up the safety, came over, and it became a double coverage situation. But he threw it in a manner where if it was going to be called, it was only going to be his guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Trips left this time for Trevor. So we'll now put Wooten into the backfield for his first action of the afternoon. Santana Wooten has worked his way up into the two deep, sophomore out of Miami. 2nd down and 10. Testerman, quick pass, left-hand side, complete. Short pickup to about midfield. He slung down. That was Jackson, I believe, Caden Jackson on the catch, and indeed it was. And not a bad pickup on 2nd and 10. You get about 6-7 yards. Set yourselves up 3rd down and reasonable here. Again, nothing fancy for Testerman from his passing sets, and, that's to be expected. The guy's been playing wide receiver all year. You're not going to run intricate pass patterns and try to get too clever by half. Again, he's getting his feet wet. 6'5", 222 pounds. Wooten is in the backfield. Wooten gets the handoff, and he ain't going to get much. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Linebacking core collapsed on that one very, very quickly as the left defensive tackle did a great job. And unfortunately, the Cougars are going to have to punt here. 4th down and 3, ball at midfield. Down 21-0. Now, if I'm Shenandoah, I'm looking for a possible fake here.
Yeah, a little Dan Campbell action maybe.
Yeah.
Yakovlev goes deep.
Yeah. Let him throw.
Never know.
Let him throw.
You never know.
Yakovlev standing on his own 36-yard line. Bit of a high snap and a very high punt. This was going to bring down a satellite with it, and they'll let it bounce.
Beauty.
It takes a neutral roll, so it's going to be now it starts to move a little bit. 6-yard line, that's actually,
great punt.
Yeah, 6-yard line, nothing at all wrong with that. So the Cougars actually show some life on offense, get a couple of first downs, but the drive stalls at midfield, and they have managed, though, for the time being at least, to flip the field position here. Still, though, a 21-0 hole for the Cougars this afternoon at home.
Now Shenandoah with shockingly bad field position for what they've had to deal with so far in this game, close to the 50 almost on every single possession. So
their average starting field position is probably in plus territory the way it's gone today. They got one at the 15. Yeah.
This is a good chance for the Cougars to maybe be opportunistic and force a turnover this deep into their zone, give the offense the ball.
Take that chance.
Yeah, be aggressive, try to get after the ball here.
The line of scrimmage is the 6-yard line. Huganey, the quarterback, 1,625 yards passing coming into this afternoon's game. Tailback gets the carry, gets up ahead, only a couple of yards. Good job, I believe, number 7, Maxwell, on the tackle that time. Indeed, 6'1", 220 grad student out of Centerville will bring him down for about 3 yards to the 10, close to the 10.
Maxwell, the leading tackler for the Cougars as well this season.
Yeah, he's been a good, steady presence for a very young defense this year. We lost an awful lot on defense from last year's squad. Number 29 is now the tailback. He's out in the 2 deep. They run a bit of a power set here. Tailback gets another carry. He'll get ahead. Not bad yards, to about the 14. Solid pickup, and it'll be 3rd down and short as Shenandoah is showing a power look as they try to get the ball out of the shadow of their own end zone. And they'll give themselves a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, and this is the Hornets' bread and butter this season. They haven't missed many of these opportunities in 3rd and short.
Adrian McCloskey, the 3rd-string tailback. He's a senior. But they're going to split him out this time as they empty the backfield. Huganey with trips left, 2 to the right. On a 3rd down at about 3. Cougars threaten an outside blitz. Looked like Huganey might have been trying to draw him off sides there. Now he's going to get the play in from the sidelines.
1 second on the clock.
He gets the snap. Weak side pressure, throws it complete. Good job, 1st down. Number 7, the receiver, the slip receiver on the catch will get it out ahead to the 25, and we got a flag at the very end of the play, so might be a little tucked onto that. We'll see what that's all about. But again, Huganey, even that time when we got a little pressure on there, he showed no ill effects. He just calmly checked down to his his secondary receiver that time, number 7 on the catch. Again, someone that's not originally on their two-deep roster. That's Logan Bigby, who made the catch.
Yeah, his stats in this game have been good. They might not light the world on fire, but when you watch him, you just see him go through his progressions, and he's made every right decision so far in this game.
Yeah, we like I said, we have not had enough pressure on him to make him uncomfortable, but even on those times we do, he still makes the good decision, throws a good ball. So they'll tack on 15 yards to that because somebody said or did something unsatisfactory on the part of the Cougars, and it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Doubles formation. That's 2 wideouts to either side. Shotgun formation again as Wooten is going to get wrapped up in the backfield. Goodness gracious. Number 53, Chavis Martin, got into the backfield and darn near took the handoff. He dropped McCluskey, the ball carrier, just as soon as he had it in his breadbasket. That's a 3-yard loss. Way to go, Big 5-3.
Thought that was going to be one of those where he takes the handoff and goes all the way.
He didn't miss it by much, did he?
Sheesh, that was close. A great play right there.
Chavis Martin played for Bobby Martin at Martinsville High School, just 30 miles down the road. 2nd down and 13 after the loss on the run. Hugueny back to pass. Once again, he has time. He's got a receiver. Boy, that's a good ball he throws. Man, that is a 1st down, and if you give this kid time, he is just going to pick you apart. That was Guy Hayes on the catch on a deep out, and he just feathered it in there perfectly. That is a good pass.
That was the best pass he's had all day long. Just threw it right over the defender. I mean, what can you say? Good protection, too, but perfect pass.
Yeah, good protection, but, man, he threw a dart there. McCluskey still in the backfield next to Hugueny, the quarterback, and he is a good one. This guy's got old ODAC written all over him. 3-man front for the Cougars. 1st and 10 from the Cougar 41-yard line. Double stack formation at receivers. Hugueny back to pass again. He's got time. He's got a receiver. He overthrew him this time. The Cougars defender hit him, and I hope we don't get a flag on that. We do. Doggone it. It was unnecessary. Yeah, it was unnecessary. The ball was clearly incomplete. The ball was by him, and then we delivered the lick. You like the aggressiveness on defense, of course, but it's got to be intelligent aggression, and that was not.
Yeah, and that's a rough break.
Yeah.
Because that was really his first bad ball of the
pass.
day.
Yeah, his first bad pitch he's made, and you just bailed him out. Going to give him 15 yards on the 1st down. And, again, I understand the aggression. You've been tracking that receiver. You've been zoning in. Here comes the ball. I'm going to get there. Once the ball goes by him, you can't touch him. So here comes the personal foul against the Cougars. And they'll 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. So that'll move it to the 26-yard line. And a team that does not need much help moving the football has received a lot of help. 2 personal foul penalties against the Cougars this drive have accounted for 30 yards of ball movement. And once again, the Hornets are threatening. Not quite in the red zone. They're at the Cougar 26-yard line. But the way these guys have been moving the ball today, you're just trying to hold them to a field goal attempt here. Again, double stack formation, single back set. That's McCluskey next to Hugueny, the quarterback, number 5. McCluskey in motion. Now we'll get the counter handoff. He's got room up the gut. 15-yard line. Will break a tackle there. Get to the 10. They just ran a little inside counter that time, and we bit. Cougars defense once again on their heels against this very impressive Shenandoah offense. Threatening to pull away even further here in the 1st half. Averett swaps out the defensive line personnel. Again, a double stack formation at receiver. McCluskey's in the backfield. Hugueny draws Averett off sides. They will blow the play dead. There was contact. Again, if they had gone off sides without making contact, they would have played on. But so that's 35 yards in penalties this drive for the Cougars. Again, against a team that does not need help.
Yeah, the penalties have just been killing Averett in this game. And even on offense, I mean, we've had a couple of tough holding calls on 3rd and short. So, I mean, on both sides of the ball, the flag has been troublesome for the Cougars.
Troublesome. I like that. It's a good euphemism. About a pain in the butt. How about
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, boy. Shenandoah playing a good football game, and right now the Cougars simply are not. So it'll be first and goal from the 5-yard line, half the distance to the goal. They'll still keep it out of a doubles formation shotgun set with McCloskey in the backfield. Hugone's going to pass for this one. Looks to the right, fade pattern, up, incomplete. That was a tough ball. I mean, yeah, you first and goal at the 5. Pound that puppy in. I mean, that's a hard pass to make, boy. You got to be really confident in your wide receiver, and that's probably the shortest of their receivers to whom he was throwing it. You want that big 6'5", lanky dude to go up and get the rebound, basically.
Yeah, that was an interesting call, especially with how the Cougars' run defense has played so far in this game, particularly on the goal line. So definitely an interesting call here. I can imagine maybe they go back to the run here.
Yeah, they got 2 very capable running backs who are not in the game right now. This is their 3rd stringer. Don't know if we have an injury situation. Put a man in motion. McCloskey gets the handoff, gets up the gut, and he's going to get wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Cougars are right there on his hip as soon as he took Trey Maxwell. Great job coming in, crashing down from the weak side, I believe, on defense that time. He brought him down by the hips, and he might have gotten a yard on the play. That's it, though, and it's 3rd and goal, and we're going to make him work for it here at least. That's the thing, though. You get that incomplete pass on first down, and then
set you back.
Yeah. But here we go. Same formation, though. They're just like they're lining up at midfield. Shotgun, doubles. Now they'll go back to the sidelines and check and see if their coach wants to change the play call, Eddie. Hugany, the quarterback, stands on his own 9-yard line. Try that fade pattern again. No, he gets flushed out of the pocket because no one's open. Now he's going to cock and fire into the end zone. Incomplete. Good job by the Cougars
Great
defense.
job.
That was super. I'll take those little mini victories like that the way this game has gone. Good job by the Cougars. I looked askant into the end zone. There was nobody that didn't have an Averett Cougar right in their hip pocket. Good job by the secondary there.
Secondary played great right there on that goal to go.
Yeah.
First and goal from the 5. They try to trick Averett with a fade on the first play. They're disciplined. They stay back, and Averett's able to get off the field.
So we will hold them to a field goal attempt this time.
Scott Martin, the lefty on.
And this will be, as you would guess, a very short field goal, about 21 yards, just about middle of the field, not quite. Get the good boot into this one. It is up, and it is good. And small victories, folks, baby steps. The Cougars hold them to a field goal this time. 31-0. Shenandoah still has a comfortable lead here in Danville. We'll bring you back to the Averett Sports Network in 1 minute. But the Cougars defense, again, on the last 2 drives has been a 3-and-out and a field goal. So Cougars defense hopefully getting dialed in, but the offense, outside of a couple of first downs in the last drive, has struggled mightily this afternoon. Of course, both the defense has too. Let's be honest. You don't take away those 4 touchdowns they scored earlier. Fair catch on the kickoff is made by Nick Andrews at the 10. That'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. And again, already tonight we have seen 3 quarterbacks for Averett. And Trevor Testerman, again, one of the Cougars' top wide receivers. We started running him on some Wildcat formations last week. He actually got a late touchdown against Hampton-Sydney. And he has been the 3rd quarterback employed by the Cougars this afternoon. And we'll see. He's in there again to start this drive.
I got to be honest, he's looked really good. I mean, obviously the Cougars 0 points and haven't really moved it past the 50, but he's made some good throws. Had that deep ball that was just a little bit overthrown, but
Shy Watlington joins in the backfield, and Watt's going to get the carry. Good cutback move. Two good cutback moves. Sean Watlington gets 5 yards, and it was all Shy Watlington's. A couple of very good cutback moves by the junior from Danville, Virginia, and he'll move it ahead 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 for the Cougars, and Yeah, again, baby steps. We just want to get a good drive going, knock some time off this clock, and get our team re-familiar with what it feels like to move the football.
Yeah, exactly. 6 minutes on the clock now here in the first half, and Cougars getting the ball to start the second half. So, like you said, just kind of move the ball, see if you can get something positive to go into halftime with.
Trips left, one to the right. Very tight coverage on the right. Quick pass by Testerman, incomplete. The receiver turned around, and he might have thrown it just a click sooner than the receiver was expecting. He was trying to find Caden Jackson on the quick curl in there. Pass was, again, Jackson turned around, and the ball was right there already. So.
Yeah, it's just that timing and a little bit behind him. You want to try to make that play for your receiver playing quarterback, but definitely a tough play. Now third down and short.
Let's say the thing is, when the intended receiver has the number 0, I mean, you got a great target there. You just go right for the middle of the 0.
Right, exactly. There you go.
Didn't quite catch him, though. So here we go, third down and 5 from the Cougar 30-yard line. They'll put doubles formation this time. Shy Watlington's in the backfield. Trevor Testerman back to pass. Shuffled out of the pocket. Now he's got room to run. He'll get ahead for a first down. Good improv skills that time by Trevor Testerman, and we will move the chains, and that's not a small thing the way today's game has gone, guys. That's a big third down conversion.
Smart by the receiver.
Turned around
quarterback there.
Yeah, and the other, Shy Watlington, turned into a pretty good blocker there at the end of the play, too.
Yeah, you might feel like you have to play hero ball down 24-0 here, but goes through his progression. Nobody's open, and I think he can run pretty well, so I don't think we have to worry about that.
He's got good legs. 24-0 again, 5+ minutes left in the first half here. Cougars trying to get a good drive going and cut into this lead. Fake the handoff to Shy. Trevor's going to find room to the outside again, and he's just going to get what he can. He almost got 10 yards on the play. We'll take it. They're going to give us that kind of room on a scramble every time. We will take that every time. He's about 8 yards actually on the scramble. He'll get it ahead. You know, the last drive ended right at midfield, so we technically have not run a play in their territory yet. But this has been a Trevor Testerman improv drive, along with a good run by Shy Watlington early on. It's always old school when your quarterback's wearing number 80. I mean, this is like 1940s football here.
Like Bart Starr.
That's it. Number 62 at wide receiver. Right. We'll put Caden Jackson in motion. Doubles formation, one back. Shy gets the carry. No, keeper by Trevor, and he didn't find a lot of room there. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, not much else. Thing is, you're 6'5", though. You can't disappear like Gabby Soto can. 5'5", he can disappear under some linemen, and all of a sudden he's popped out. 6'5", they're going to see you. You can only squat so far down.
Yeah, exactly. You start to see the inexperience there a little bit from Trevor with the read option. He's had a couple of those where he just didn't make the right read. Probably should give the ball to the running back there, but obviously that comes with experience. He hasn't really done this too much in his career. But
he's, again, full-time wide receiver.
And a darn good one, too.
He's excellent. Caught Averett's caught a touchdown pass first play of the game in the home opener here a couple months ago.
That flea flicker.
Third down, a long yard. Shy gets the handoff. He's going to look for room. He's got it. He gets into the secondary. First down for the Cougars. Hard running by Shyheim Watlington. And the Cougars move the chains again. A flag at the very, very end of the play, so we will see if somebody questioned the parentage of someone else.
It looks like the Cougars are moving backwards.
Yeah, I hate that because, again, you work so hard to get 2 first downs on this drive. You got it in their territory, and then somebody says the magic word, which, again, I mean, we had a situation like that in a high school game last night. A kid got ejected. Our coach always told it, there is no reason ever to say a single word to someone on the other team. There is no reason whatsoever. You should say not even hello. You do that after the game.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct there, and there's been a couple of words said by both teams in this game. So
there has been some chippiness, yes, no doubt.
That's brutal, though. My goodness.
Yeah, I just remember, you just don't say a word. Do not say a word. You will avoid a whole lot of heartache if you can not talk to the other team. You talk to your teammates. Ugh. 1st and 10 now, but Averett's back on their side of the field at the Cougar 43-yard line. So all that work and high-fiving, we got past midfield on a drive here. No, not yet. You got to go back. Cougars bringing number 24, Sean Leach, into the game for his first action at running back. Again, Trevor Testerman, still the quarterback, fakes it to Leach. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he'll get knocked down. Well, blindside blitz that time by the outside backer for Shenandoah, number 11, Liban Farah. 6'1", 215, and he'll bring Trevor Testerman down for a sack and a loss of about 7. I'll actually be a little generous and say only about a 5-yard loss, but now all of a sudden, again, this drive was showing great promise, and you're back on your own 37-yard line going, man, we were all the way up there just a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, that unsportsmanlike conduct looms large now, and Cougars facing a second down and very long.
And again, it's all avoidable if you just play smart. I know it gets heated down there. I know they're saying talking smack to you. I know. I also don't care. You got to play football.
Yeah.
Tripped right this time for the Cougars. Testerman, a straight drop back. Oh, he mails this one, and it's intercepted. You could tell as soon as that one left his hands, it was taken wing, and it was well overthrown and picked off by the Hornets at their own 40-yard line. And again, that's the inexperience of a quarterback who's playing basically his second game. Yeah, you could just see that like right out of his hands. That one just sailed
on him. Yeah, yep, that's tough. And he's got a cannon, but right there, you just got to take a little bit off of it just to get that ball over to your receiver. It seemed like he threw it a little bit too hard there, and wind kind of just took it. And Averett really just trying to find some answers on offense. It's just been so tough in this game and really the last 5 games, to be honest.
Quante Red with the interception for Shenandoah. Now they have at their own 40-yard line. A quick pass out to the right. Well blocked up front by this fellow receiver. He'll get about 8 or 9 yards on the play. That was just a little quick out, and you're completely at the mercy of your far wide receiver on that one. And on that play, his far wide receiver was delivering a superb block. That's why he got 9 yards on the play. And it'll be second down and 1. Clock still going at 2:09. And yes, this is college football, so we have don't call it the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute timeout, I'm told. It's like we're just softening the language up.
There's no reason to be warned.
It's just the 2-minute warning. Come on. Well, I'll warn our listeners. We're going to take a quick break right now for this 2-minute timeout, not warning. Bring you back for more on the Averett Sports Network. Second down, about a yard for Shenandoah. Exactly 2 minutes left in the first half. Shenandoah enjoying a 24-0 lead. Now the officials have started. Don't tell me we got a chain issue again.
Oh gosh,
we got a 10-minute chain delay in the first quarter here.
We'll have to go back to watching the Hokies game.
Yeah, they should be back from halftime soon. I'm just saying. Just saying, folks. We are laser focused on the Cougars game, but of course. And again, we got a long, I'm not sure what it's all about. Dramatic pause. I thought we had our dramatic pause when we had the chain delay earlier.
Yeah.
You always look at the guy with the white hat, and right now he ain't doing anything.
So looks like when you're lagging in college football 25 and all the players are just kind of standing still.
I love it.
It's like you check your Wi-Fi connection, make sure everything's all right.
Are we good? We good here?
I think we're getting ready.
Still buffering here?
Yeah, right. All right, whistle's going. Here we go.
All right, there we go. So, second down, a long yard for Shenandoah. 2 minutes left of the first half. Counter handoff again, number 31, first to carry for him. Trey Maxwell's going to bring him down, though. It's going to be a first down. He didn't need much to get a first down, but tell you, Trey Maxwell has been everywhere on defense here in the first half. That was actually Redfern, their starting tailback, back in for this drive. And, yep, he'll have enough to move the chains. Ball is just on the Averett side of the 50. Cougars defense trying to keep these guys out of the end zone to keep it a 24-point spread as we head towards halftime. Trips left. Straight drop back by Hugueny. Shows short incomplete. Cardinals send that time by the receiver on the underneath route. Number 16 trying to run with the ball before he had it secured. Roger Walker, a freshman out of Fleming Island, Florida. No. He's from King George, Virginia. Sometimes a small font looks like it runs together. My apologies.
It's always funny when you see those guys drop the ball. Just watch their head.
Yeah.
You saw his head just turn right upfield, trying to see how much yards he could pick up, but obviously forgetting the most important thing, which is the football.
They will insist you carry the ball with you.
Yep.
So we'll try second down and 10 now. Run some mini motion here to try to determine if Averett's in a man or not. Hugueny, again, all kinds of time to throw. He starts running. He'll get ahead for about 5 yards or so. They'll call him out at about the 45-yard line. Clock showing 1:21 and counting. Again, Shenandoah wants to be in a hurry, but they're not in desperation mode yet. They just want to make sure Averett does not have the ball anymore here in the first half.
Going quick.
Straight drop back by Hugueny. Throws it over the middle. He's got a wide open receiver. That's Dominic. He'll get knocked down at the 15. That's his go-to receiver, and he is just picking us apart.
Yeah, now if you're the Hornets, you can slow down. It doesn't look like they're going to slow down, but you can if
right
you
up,
want.
yeah. Under a minute left now in the first half.
Time not an issue here.
Hugueny back to pass once again. Once again's got time. Once again says, I'll just go ahead and run it. He's got room. He'll slide at about the 7-yard line. And I expect we'll get a timeout here shortly. They got all 3 of their timeouts left. And, yet they will call it. 48 seconds to go in the first half.
Looks like an injury on the field for the Cougars.
Yeah, okay. Well, we know we're not faking the injury here
Definitely not.
Because of the game situation. But I'll say he is down at the 8-yard line. Happy to report, evidently, we have another Hokie touchdown. They're at 21-3 now over Syracuse. Nice. So I will be happy boy this evening. Presumably. Now you don't.
Hey, don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it. I said presumably.
That's funny. 48 seconds on the clock. And
yeah, with all 3 timeouts, I mean, the world's your oyster here for Shenandoah. I mean, you've got all kinds of options. You don't have to pass it. You can run the football. It's a first and goal situation from the 8, and again, with all 3 timeouts in your back pocket, you can run counter and dives if you want to here, not worry about having to stop the clock.
Yeah, and I would assume that the Cougars, if Shenandoah scores here, probably aren't going to be that aggressive on the way back. So, I mean, really time just a complete non-factor here for the Hornets, just trying to run your offense and see if you can get in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll start, and of course, with the injury, you can get up to the line of scrimmage and not burn a timeout now. You could run a clock because the clock will start as soon as the ball's ready for play here. So you still got those 3 timeouts even after you run this play. They'll put the H-back in this time. This is sort of their variation of a power set. 32, Braden Holt, tight end. They'll run as the H-back here, kind of a de facto fullback. And we're just waiting for them to tell us the ball's ready for play. Now it is. They'll start the clock. 45 and counting. Redfern gets the handoff, and he's going to get but to the 5-yard line. Not a big gain. They're going to call a timeout quickly. Again, that's the luxury they have with all 3 timeouts in their back pocket. They went ahead and just ran the ball. You can run dives. You can run your whole offense. They're just going to pick it up now. 29 seconds left. Redfern gets the handoff. Right-hand side, leans towards the blue side of the end zone, and he gets in for a touchdown. Just a fantastic job that time of managing the clock. And it's 30-0 pending the conversion.
Yep, that was a clinical drive right there from the Hornets. Like you said, bringing the clock down just enough. had all 3 of your timeouts, good clock management, and Redfern's able to get his second touchdown on the day.
Scott Martin on for another extra point. And Shenandoah is just playing some good football this afternoon. There's the kick. It is good. And with 23 seconds left, we'll take our final first half break. Cougars on the wrong end of a 31-0 score against Shenandoah. We'll bring you back to the Averett Sports Network in 1 minute. So the Cougars will have the ball on their own 25-yard line. Again, just looking for an answer on offense, looking for that combination of players that gives them the best chance to score. And we've seen flashes of offense with Trevor Testerman, again, the converted wide receiver, nay quarterback. He'll be joined by Gabby Soto here. I can't imagine we're going to do much other than just run a play here and get into the half.
Yeah,
we're tightening everything up now, but we'll just take a knee here and call it a first half. But again, Trevor Testerman, 6'5", 222-pound wide receiver, has been pushed into a quarterback role just basically out of necessity. Ever since Ross got hurt after week 2, we've been looking for an answer behind center, and we still haven't found what we're looking for. The Cougars will take it on the chin in the first half. We'll go to break 31-0. We'll take a few minutes off here and come back in a few minutes with halftime stats and more on the Averett Sports Network.
Sova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
Welcome back live to Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Jr. Stadium here on the Averett North Campus in Danville, Virginia. It has been the visitors all afternoon long here so far in this ODAC conference game, as Shenandoah staked themselves out to a very comfortable 31-0 halftime lead over the Cougars. Cougars have run 3 different quarterbacks, 4 different running backs, trying to find a combo that's going to move the football, but nothing efficient just yet. I'm Chuck Vitterman, Thomas Haney III, providing the color today, and you'll provide the halftime stats. You're looking at them on your phone there. We decided they didn't want to bring them from the press box because, it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
One of those days.
Yeah, 2 players that stand out for both teams. How about Jalen Redfern bringing the boom here? 32 yards, but 3 touchdowns, so a hat trick in the first half for him for Shenandoah on the ground. And then for Averett's defense, Trey Maxwell, the leading tackler this season for the Cougs, with 8 tackles in the first half. But as far as team stats go, the one that stands out to me is the first down, 17-4 on first downs in favor of Shenandoah. And then obviously, as you can imagine, every other stat really in the favor of the Hornets. So tough first half to say the least, but Trey Maxwell for the Cougars, 8 tackles in that first half and just doing what he's been doing all season long.
Yep. And the Cougars will have, as they've been doing by strategy today, just fair catching on kickoff returns, and they will do it again and have it 1st and 10, their own 25-yard line. And we will see Trevor Testerman, the converted wide receiver, coming in to return as the starting quarterback out of the set. It's not a Wildcat set, it's a standard set. He's going to hand it off to Soto, up the gut, gets out past the line of scrimmage, ahead for about 3 yards. They'll spot him just shy of the 28-yard line. Testerman's going to get a workout just running to the sidelines on each play. He goes right up to the coach, gets the plays, and runs all the way back across the field.
We saw some things from Trevor in that first half, 2 for 5, but an interception and a costly one on 3rd down that really threw off the drive for the Cougars. But he's shown some bright spots. It's hard to kind of judge his performance because, like we've been talking about, I mean, he's a wide receiver and a really good wide receiver, and he's kind of trying to, give the Cougars a spark here on offense and give them some life.
Trying to give you some options at quarterback again with the starter out due to injury. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a good arm, but it's going to be incomplete or intercepted. Incomplete, they'll say. The ball hit the turf. Number 2 almost had his 2nd interception of the afternoon there, as Syracuse scores a touchdown to take the lead over Tech as the Virginia Tech Hokies' weekly disappearing act continues, this time on the road.
Quanti Red there, the graduate student, almost getting that interception. I think that's the right call, though. It looked like it hit the ground and bounced, but
it'll be 3rd down and 7 to go for the Cougars. Again, no one's going to question Testerman's arm strength. He got it downfield, but again, that's a tough throw for a full-time quarterback to
100%.
make. I mean, particularly when you got 2 guys and the safety number 2 comes over and provides a help. You throw it into double coverage, and that's a low percentage pass for even the best quarterbacks. So we'll run trips right, 1 to the left this time. Testament a straight drop back. He's got time. He's going to throw it medium length. It's picked up by Watlington. He's not going to be able to break a tackle, unfortunately. Good job defensively there by the first contact, who got his hands on Sean Watlington's ankle and would not let it go. Sean tried his best to break the tackle. If he does, he gets good yardage and a first down, but they bring him down at about the 31, 32-yard line, and Cougars, unfortunately, are going to be 3 and out to start this drive.
Only 2 Cougars receivers with a reception in that first half, and one of them was Sean Watlington. Gets his 2nd one right there, but again, short yardage.
Yakovlev with a high, medium-length punt. That's going to be fair caught at the 30-yard line, and Shenandoah will take over with a very comfortable 31-0 lead.
Get them back on offense here. Redfern with 3 touchdowns in that first half, like we were talking about before. It's just been a dominant performance for their offense so far.
Yeah, we've had 1 3 and out on defense, and that's been it. The only other, it wasn't even a stop, was a field goal. It felt like a stop because all the others have been touchdowns.
Domenico with 56 yards, Hayes with 40 yards, Tucker with 40 yards. So it's been a collective effort in that receiving room as well.
Redfern will line up next to the quarterback, Hugueny. Hugueny back to pass. Still lots of time. He'll throw it short. Dominique with a great move 5 yards into the play. He'll get ahead for a first down. That was a super spin move right at the point of the catch. Breaks a tackle, gets ahead, Super individual effort on that play, and the Hornets moved the chains again. Now 18 first downs against only 4 for the Cougars.
Just called on his name, Domenico, with 56 receiving yards, and he'll add to his tally there. Short game has been very successful for the Hornets in this game, letting those receivers just get out in space and make plays.
And Hugueny gets time to check down to his receiver. Domenico on the motion. Buchanan gets the handoff this time. He's got room on the outside, first down and a whole lot more. Into Cougar territory, into the open, trying to find the seam. He'll get past the 30-yard line, tackled at the Cougar 25. Via the run, via the pass, it don't matter. That's been a solid option for the Hornets all afternoon, and they move the ball again. Their 19th first down of the afternoon. They'll swap in some personnel, go to a little bit more of a power look this time. They have not had issues moving the football at all today.
No, 100 yards on the ground and over 170 yards through the air, so a very balanced attack so far.
Henderson in the backfield this time. He's going to get the carry. He's usually a wide receiver, but he'll run out of a running back set this time to get near first down yardage. Pretty much everything they're dialing up is working today. So you give a credit to that offensive line when you're doing anything you want to, run, pass, whatever. Somebody's blocking, and they got 5 good ones up there. And this is an offense that came into the afternoon averaging 420 yards per outing.
Jeez.
So moving the ball is not an issue for these Hornets.
You talked about the offensive line, too. 0 sacks for the Cougars in this game, and it's kind of indicative of how their performance has been so far.
Kind of a free play here. Second down, about a foot to go. They'll send trips left. Buchanan gets the handoff. And I didn't get much. I don't think, he lost a little bit on that play. Again, number 7, Maxwell, having a heck of an afternoon on defense. Comes up, gets his second tackle for a loss this afternoon. And all of a sudden, the free play turns into a third down and about 2 to go, just like that.
9 tackles now in this game. Just a terrific effort. And like you said, a couple of tackles for loss as well. He's been in the backfield a few times.
So the Cougars have forced a third down and 2. Yeah, they were just trying that little ISO handoff to Buchanan that time, and Maxwell was there. So we'll see if the Cougars defense can hold them off. Doubles wide receivers, 2 wideouts to either side. Hugueny looking to his left, throws incomplete. They were trying to set up a little pick play over there in the little traffic jam, and it's going to be 4th down. We'll see if they bring on the field goal unit or decide we got a pretty good offense here, 2 yards. All things being equal, we should get it. I don't see any personnel changes, so they're going to be going for it. Just underway in the second half. It's a comfortable 31-0 edge for Shenandoah over Averett. And they will go for it here, 4th and 2.
Don't count out the sneaky run here. It is a short yardage situation.
Set a receiver in motion. Buchanan gets the handoff. He gets room on the outside. He's got a first down and a whole lot more as he'll skirt it into the end zone. We took a chance that time with an inside blitz, and they made us pay. Buchanan did a good job recognizing that, popping that play immediately to the outside where there was daylight, and he'll get a 16-yard touchdown run, and it's 37-0.
And Buchanan now adds to his tally. That's 2 on the ground for him in the end zone as well. And that is... It kind of just shows how the game has been so far. 4th down and 2, and then a touchdown. I mean, it's just...
They have had a day, is what you're saying. 37-0, pending the extra point. The footy kicker, Scott Martin, a senior out of Marriottsville, Maryland. Going to have to ice his leg at the end of this game.
Right.
Extra point again is up and good, and Shenandoah is rolling 7s today here in Danville. 38-0 they score as the Hornets extend the lead. We'll bring you back for more Averett football in a minute. 38-0 the score after the Hornets' 5th touchdown of the afternoon. Cougars calling a fair catch. Watlington will bring it in at about the 3-yard line, and that'll move it out ahead to the 25. As the Cougars offense again trying to find something they can hang their hats on as they get ready for the rest of the season. A couple more games after today. The Cougars' schedule will continue next week hosting Guilford here for a 1 o'clock kickoff at Daly Field. And we'll close on the road at Ferrum. Second game against Ferrum this year. The first one did not count in the ODAC standings. This one will.
That game against Guilford will be interesting because it's a battle of two teams that are winless in the conference. So somebody's going to get their first win in that one.
The basement avoidance bowl, I guess. Mm-hmm. Taking it on the chin this afternoon, though. Testerman still in the game at quarterback. They'll run Andrews in motion, hand it off to Soto, and he's not going to get a lot of room. He'll get it up to the line of scrimmage, and I think that's going to be just about it. Good run defense by Shenandoah. It'll set up a 2nd down and 10. Somebody said check yourself. Okay. I'm still here. I just checked. So Soto got about a foot or so on that play.
It looks like Hoffman's back in under center.
Okay.
Yep. So Testerman back to his normal position as a receiver.
Feeling a little bit more at home right this second, probably. Hopping in under center. They're going to run a counter this time. Testerman is now going to cock and fire. Those are downfield. Caught. Little gadget play. Works for a first down. Ball is near midfield. Little gadgetry. Trickery that time. Why not? You're down 38-0. Let it all hang out. And the Cougars will get a solid pick up there to near midfield. And Testerman not as a quarterback, but he gets another big completion as a flanker. We'll take it.
Now, do we count that as a receiver pass, or would we count that as a quarterback pass?
It still goes
Could go either way, right?
It goes under the passing stats. I know that
there
much.
You go.
So we'll bring Chesterman back at quarterback this time. Just got him all over the field today. Put Whitehouse to either side. Handoff, number 24 gets the carry that time for the Cougars. The 4th tailback we've used this afternoon. And again, tailback by committee is nothing new for the Cougars. That's Sean Leach, who actually had 13 totes last week in his first major action of the year. He'll get about a yard. They'll put the ball right at midfield. I still don't think we've run a play in their territory yet, but we've been very close, and we're close right now.
Yeah, they also like Shaheem Watlington as well. 3 touchdowns on the season, tied for first with Gabby Soto. Deep running back room, rather, for the Cougars.
So Watlington will go out wide to the left. A tight end either side. 2 tights, 2 wides, and a single back here for Testerman. Another handoff to Martin out of the backfield. Good run as he's going to bowl over a secondary man and get a first down. Sean Leach on the carry. And the Cougars have their best drive of the afternoon going, now well ensconced in Hornet territory at the Shenandoah 37-yard line.
Yep, and this will be the first play that the Cougars run in Shenandoah territory, like you said.
Baby steps, baby steps.
Yeah.
We're just trying to establish something on offense here. Again, I can't remember too many games where, 3 quarterbacks were used in the first quarter. We've used 4 running backs today. 2 tights, 2 wides again for the Cougars. Testerman with a long count this time. Leach gets the handoff. He's got room. Right-hand side. Oh, he misread his blocker in front of him. Should have gone back to the inside, trying to go outside, but it's still going to be a solid pickup. Exactly 10 yards and another Cougar first down.
Keep those chains moving. And the biggest thing, Chuck, is no flags. You've seen these Cougar drives get derailed with the holdings or the unsportsmanlike conducts. Keep it clean and just keep moving that ball forward.
So the Cougars offense will get the play and had 4 first downs in the first half. Got 3 on this drive. A little spark this time. And now our 5th running back of the game. Actually 4. Santana Wooten did run the ball earlier. We'll stand next to Trevor Testerman. Here comes a blitz. They fake the handoff. Testerman looking right for Watlington. Watlington is bumped, and the ball is picked. That's a ball that should have never been thrown. Testerman knows it. They had 2 guys right in front of him, another in the area, so almost essentially triple coverage at that time. And that's part of the decision-making process that you only develop after reps, and more reps, and reps is simply something Trevor doesn't have right now.
Yeah, and I think I said this earlier, but it kind of get that feeling like you want to just put it in the end zone and play hero ball and, get something positive for your guys. But, again, right there, just triple coverage. You just got to tuck that and run or throw it away if you're Trevor. But, I mean, like you said, it's hard to blame him when he hasn't had the game reps. He had one snap last week at Wildcat. And here, I mean, just
oh, sure. I mean, you can't simulate 3 years of quarterback experience in 2 weeks of practice, So Shenandoah ball up 38-0, their own 20-yard line as the interception was a touchback. Getting back to pass. He's got a receiver wide open on the deep fade, deep streak route, rather, a go route to the 50-yard line. And just like that, a 30-yard pickup, and Shenandoah will have it right in Cougar territory. Actually, ball's going to be right on the 50-yard line. Solid 30-yard pickup, and the Shenandoah machine continues to roll down the field. 6:22 left in the third quarter. Again, the outcome's not in doubt. Those Hornets are up comfortably in Danville.
Don't touch that remote, though.
Tell you.
You never know.
We're just looking for something to hang our hat on now.
Oh.
Another great hat tackle behind the line of scrimmage by Chavis Martin. The Bulldog from Martinsville High School for the second time today. Darn near takes the handoff, and that'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. Well, the 53 is making his mark known this afternoon, his second major tackle for a loss.
That's about the third time the Cougars have been able to sniff out that read option and get in the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, there ain't no reading. You get rid of the ball.
Exactly.
Here, you take it. I don't want to take on this guy. Run a man in motion this time to create a doubles set. There's McCloskey in the backfield steal. Getting over the middle. He's got a receiver on a deep fade again. That's Dominica, and he gets ahead to the 20-yard line. Spins out of a tackle there ahead to the 16. This kid throws a good medium deep ball, and he is right there. Dominica with a little deep slant route, and he put it right in the breadbasket, and these guys are good. Very, very good.
Yeah, Dominico is very good as well. 100 receiving yards now in this game.
Yeah, he came in as their leading receiver, and
he's slippery.
Yeah, he is.
He gets that ball, and whether it's a spin move or a juke, I mean, he's tough to tackle.
Been Hugueny's favorite target all year long, and why not? He looks to be a stud. Trips left this time. They'll send a man in motion to create doubles. Actually, he'll come up short of the line of scrimmage. Now they'll send McCloskey in motion, empty backfield. Getting back to pass, a little screen pass ahead. Number 4 will get wrapped up behind and about the 13-yard line or so. They'll say about the 14. So a modest pickup there. And it'll be second down and 4. Late third quarter action here in Danville. Game has been all Shenandoah to this point.
Curious to see how long the Hornets keep their starters in, as we're just about 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter, but obviously no looking to slow down, as we've seen a couple of pass plays on first down as well.
Yeah, we have seen the past 5 weeks the upper tier of the ODAC, and they are very good, and we got to work harder to get to that level. We'll put a man in motion again. McCloskey gets the handoff, and again he's going to get wrapped up. Number 92 came in on the play that time, Rashawn Robinson, out of Panther Creek High School in Goldsboro, North Carolina. A loss of a couple of yards on the play. They'll be actually behind the chains here. Third down and 11 for Shenandoah.
Home to a field goal here. Come on.
So it's sort of a rare third and behind the chains for them. They have not seen that very often today. So they'll run a doubles formation. Left side is the wide side here. McCloskey still in the backfield on this drive. They like to rotate tailbacks just like the Cougars do. Gainey back to pass. Fade pattern, overthrown, incomplete. That's probably a good overthrow there. The Cougars had good coverage on that one, and that's what a veteran quarterback will do when the pass is not there. Get rid of it and do what you can. So a solid drive will come up short in terms of a touchdown, but pretty capable field goal kicker in Scott Martin will come on for a 35-yard field goal from the right hash mark.
Made one earlier from about 26. This one here, definitely makeable. He's 3 for 4 this season, the lucky lefty.
Yeah, based upon what I've seen on the extra points, leg's not going to be an issue for him here. There's a snap. Kick is on its way. Definitely got the distance, and it is good.
Kick.
So the Cougars find themselves now in a 41-0 hole. We'll bring you back for more Averett Cougar action in 1 minute. Field goal makes it 41-0. As we'll get another kickoff here, presumably a fair catch. This one's kind of a knuckleball, and Watlington's going to return this one from the 5-yard line. Middle return makes a guy miss near the 30-yard line. Stiff arm there. Good return for Sean Watlington, and he's going to get near midfield. Yeah, let your playmakers make plays. Sean Watlington, senior from Danville, Virginia, George Washington High School, will get a good kick return and a little, hopefully, some momentum can be transferred to the Averett offense. Averett had their best offensive drive of the game on their last possession, but tossed an interception into the end zone to end the drive.
Well, play there by Watlington. Third all-time for Cougars receiving touchdowns. He is a playmaker. I know you got to see him in high school.
Oh, yeah, 3 years. And it was, I mean, from his first game, he had that start. He was special from day one. Yeah, that it factor. Both sides of the ball, too. Testament will be remaining in the game at quarterback, and number 4, Gabby Soto, will start this drive as the tailback. Trips left for the Cougars. Soto gets the carry, looking for room, gets a little room to the 50-yard line into Hornet territory at the Shenandoah 48-yard line. Solid pickup, about 5 yards on first down for the Assassin. Out your give him about 6 where they're spotting it.
These drives have been getting better and better and better and closer to the end zone. Just a couple of mistakes throwing off the drives. But let's see if the Cougars can put it all together here. About 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Get rid of that big 0 on the scoreboard.
I don't like that
there.
goose egg.
They'll split out. Trips left this time. They'll flip the formation. Soto still in the backfield. Trevor Testament, wide receiver / quarterback. He's now officially / like Cordell Stewart used to be. Straight up handoff this time. That's Lewis on the left-hand side. Get ahead for a first down. Swapping out tailbacks left and right. Sean Leach with his 5th carry of the game will move the chains for the Cougars. Get it up to the Shenandoah 43-yard line. And Cougars, again, have had a couple of back-to-back fairly decent offensive possessions. Trying to finish this one off, though, with their first points of the afternoon. Again, we've determined the W in the W&L column today. But Cougars are building for their final 2 games. Again, here against Guilford next Saturday and at Ferrum to close the season. Trying to build a resume here.
Yeah, these are valuable reps for Trevor Testerman as well. He's shown glimpses.
This time Leach will get wrapped up in the backfield as they shot a gap that time. Number 99 comes in, and that will be a loss on the play of about 3 yards or so. That'll get you behind the chains very quickly, and we'll see what happens here.
Coach Henry looking very closely because, I mean, if Ethan Ross is out again next week, you know, who are you going to go with at quarterback? And, you know, trying to look at these reps here and see who looks impressive.
This is almost like audition day, isn't it? I mean, and he's been getting, Testament has gotten the vast lion's share of the snaps this afternoon. Started off with DeUlio, and then Hoffman came in for a couple of plays. Now it's been Testament ever since late first quarter here. 2nd and long. Roll out. Sean Watlington by himself. He's going to try to create, and he'll get ahead for a few yards, get it back into plus territory.
No.
What are we at? Oh, is he hurt?
Yep. Looks like he's grabbing his tailbone.
Landed awkwardly after he tried to hurdle the would-be tackler.
Boy, it's the last thing you want right now.
Yeah, really.
41-0 game.
Far and away your best, your most dangerous player certainly on offense. Yeah. And then you're worrying about, how's he going to be for the last 2 of his college career? And it's been a heck of a career here at Averett, and you hope he's not watching from the sidelines here.
That's a good point. I hate to see that. And we were talking about it, 3rd all-time in touchdowns here at Averett. He broke the single-season record last season with 14.
Yeah, by the end of last year, he had become that alpha dog receiver that you go to.
Yeah, he's trying to get up here.
Very slowly getting up, and he'll be helped by the training staff. He's already on the sideline, of course, but that's neither here nor there. We'll see what happens.
I don't think you'll see him for the rest of this game. No reason to.
Nah, no reason to risk it.
Yeah, exactly.
Certainly not in a 41-0 ball game.
Just hope he'll be available for Guilford.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of help. Hopefully nothing too bad. All right, so we'll put quad receivers to the left, an empty formation for Trevor Testerman. It's 3rd down and 5 for the Cougars. Again, looking for their first score of the afternoon.
See if Testerman runs here.
He does. You called it, and he gets a great run ahead. He's going to run over the quarterback. Says, okay, you might tackle me, but we're going to go forward, okay? And because I'm 6'5", that's going to be an extra 2 yards. Exactly that. He'll get it to the 26-yard line. First down for the Cougars.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that is one of the hardest quarterbacks to tackle in Division III right there, if we want to count him as a quarterback.
That's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. The Cougars have their second good drive going to the second half, trying to erase this goose egg. It's 41-0. Shenandoah will bring you back for the 4th quarter in 1 minute. We'll start the first quarter with a 1st down and 10 for the Cougars. Testerman rolling against his body, downfield, incomplete. He threw it a little bit before the receiver had made the turn, so timing was a little off there. And again, that's one of those red things. Again, we don't want to keep harping on it, but again, if you're a starting quarterback in college and you've got, say, a year experience under you, you have taken about 10,000 snaps in practice, thereabouts. He's probably got about 100 or so, and you cannot substitute that experience. It's impossible.
Yeah, for my NFL fans, you might remember Kendall Hinton, the receiver for Denver that played quarterback, and he played a little bit of quarterback at Wake Forest, obviously, but kind of similar to that here, just trying to find something.
That was an interesting game.
It was a COVID year, definitely.
I'll hand it off again to Leach this time, and he will be fortunate if he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and not going to be much on that. Might be a small loss on that play. I remember that game. He completed his first pass, and then the next 15 were incomplete.
Yep.
Yeah, NFL is a whole different animal, okay?
And he was a pretty good quarterback at Wake Forest in his freshman year. I'm a big Wake Forest fan, so I was rooting for him.
Yeah, but because, again, once he got to the NFL, he was wide receiver. He ran only wide receiver stuff, but because of COVID, he had to play quarterback with very little experience. And, yeah, the number of NFL practice snaps he had at quarterback were just next to nothing.
Yeah.
So it's harder than it looks, I guess.
Yakovlev has had a good season, the kicker for the Cougars here, and obviously just trying to get that goose egg off of the scoreboard. If you can just pick up a few yards here, give him a shot to break this scoreless drought.
3rd down, and it's going to be a timeout for the Cougars. We'll take a quick one as well. We'll bring you back for the resumption of the drive in 1 minute. Back from the timeout. Under center this time is Hoffman up there. It's going to be Testerman under center. Straight drop back. He's going to try a screen. Incomplete. And the intended receiver actually was on his can when the ball was delivered. So don't know if he just intentionally threw that away just to say, okay, we'll go ahead and get rid of this or what have you. But 4th down and 11.
Guess this is just a little bit out of Yakovlev's range.
Yeah, it is, because we're going for it. Testerman's coming to the sidelines to get a play. It'll be 4th down and 11. Cougars desperately trying to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. 41-0. And we're going to bring it to the line of scrimmage, 28-yard line. Cougars got to get it to about the 17. Empty backfield. Trips to the left, 2 to the right. Testerman looks over the defense. He's back to pass, got time, sidearm throw, and he delivered a dart, and it's a 1st down. He actually threw that one from about 3/4. The receiver is Seth Harden, a little gimpy getting up, and he's going to, actually number 0, Caden Jackson was the receiver there, and he's going to sort of hobble off the field, but that was a stud 4th down pass from Testerman.
Yeah, he's got a cannon, and we've seen him just overthrow a few guys and actually have it work against him, but right there it worked for him. He threw it. That had to be a fast throw to get it through those defenders, and it was, and he picked up the 1st down.
Touch pass would not have gotten the job done there. And
definitely not.
And that was not a touch pass.
No.
So Soto in the game as the Cougars are 1st down and 10 from about the 12-yard line. Fake it, throw it. Caught by the tight end just shy of the goal line. He's going to be close to a 1st down as he did a little dink pass, a little jump pass that time. Ran it pretty well. A little gangly looking there, but, I mean, they got the job done, and it'll be 2nd down and 1 now from about the 4-yard line. So Cougars clearly knocking on the door here.
And good decision there by Trevor on the RPO. Could have gave it to the running back, but pulled it back, saw his tight end was underneath. And a nice play. He's looking a lot more smooth down the stretch here.
Reps. The game starts slowing down every time you take a rep, even in practice. So here we go, 2nd down, about 2 from the 4. We'll bring Leach back into the ball game. He is to Testerman's left. Tight formation. Now they'll spread it out just a little bit here. Leach gets the handoff, looking for room. He gets one block. He gets ahead. That's at least a 1st down, and it is. They'll say he got to the 1-yard line, and the Cougars are now 1st and goal.
Good goal to go here.
There we go. Let's see if we go under center this time. Yep, we're going to go with the tush push. Tush push time. Follow the beef. Does he get into the end zone? Rolls forward. Waiting for the signal. Where we go, touchdown. A little dramatic pause before the indication from the official, but he said, yep, that's enough. I've seen enough. It's 6 points, and the Cougars are on the scoreboard.
I'm not quite sure whose tush was pushed.
Somebody scored a touchdown.
Was pushed.
Don't know who. Again, when we go that tush push, it doesn't have to be the quarterback that's taking the snap necessarily.
Huge 4th down and 11 pickup there, though, to set up that touchdown by Trevor.
That was a stud pass right there to set that one up, buddy. That was a good pass from Testerman. So the Cougars will go for 2 here, it looks like. Testerman will have Leach in the backfield to his right. Tight formation here. Now we're going to call a timeout. Yep, somebody called a timeout.
It was Trevor Testerman on the tush push there for the rushing touchdown.
So he officially gets credit for his 2nd straight week with a rushing touchdown. He scored out of a polecat formation last week, wildcat, whatever you want to call it. And it was, sort of a straight standard there. It was a snap to him, from a shotgun with 2 big tight ends and tackles in front of him. This was the tush push. And, again, ever since they changed the rule after the Bush push years ago, Notre Dame against USC, it was illegal then, but he got away with it. And they just finally decided, why don't we make it legal? So, on occasion, football will resemble rugby, where they get into a scrum, and the pile that moves forward is the one that wins.
Trevor Testerman doing his best Taysom Hill impression.
That's
rushing touchdown, throwing the ball, catching the ball. I mean, next thing you know, we got to put him on defense or something. He's just been doing it all.
He's just, the boy's just a ball player. That's all there is to it. So we'll have a two-back set this time around Testerman. Take the counter handoff, cockfire into the end zone, incomplete. 2-point conversion's no good, but Cougars break the scoreboard. 41-6 now the score in the fourth quarter of action here at Daly Field. A lot of football left, 11:51 on the clock. We'll bring you back for more in a minute. Coming back, lined it up, and that's the worst onside kick attempt I've ever seen. Yakolev, he kind of clapped his hands like, I didn't do that right. That ball, though, knuckled out of bounds in a heartbeat. Nobody had a chance to touch it, and it will be, as a result, of course, Hornet football, not how you do an onside kick.
Coach Henry standing out there not too pleased.
No.
Standing out there like Michael Myers. He's not happy.
Come on, I tell you, a couple of weeks ago in a GW game against Bassett, Bassett has a kicker who's going to Virginia Tech. Cole Bird is his name, and he's probably the best kicker in the state. And they executed 3 perfect onside kicks in that game. The kid puts the ball flat like it's laying there, and he kicks it around, and it is just a thing of beauty. You can tell he's worked on this a million times, and he had the most effective onside kick I've ever seen.
Jeez.
Trips left this time, 41-6. Any backup quarterback now into the ball game. Cougars flush him out of the pocket, incomplete. Number 10, Jack Pearson, a freshman now, taking a snap with a 41-6 advantage.
That'll be the end of Hughie's day. 18 for 28, no interceptions, no touchdowns, but 240 yards and a 64% completion percentage.
That's a darn good afternoon.
Yeah, that'll get it done for sure, especially when your running backs are rushing for 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, see, you're very, very comfortable playing in that environment. And he got sacked. He did not get sacked at all. We have barely got any pressure on him. And Pearson now the quarterback. He'll hand it off to McCloskey in the backfield. He'll get ahead. First down yardage as Cougars will bring him down after about exactly a 10-yard gain. Out to the 38-yard line. And we'll see. They got their backup. They got most of their twos on the offensive line in there, too. And like I said, a whole lot of guys not listed on their 2 deep there. Isaac Tucker into the ball game now. Again, Jack Pearson now the quarterback. He's a freshman out of King George, Virginia, 6 foot, 185 pounds. McCloskey is in the lone setback here. Back to pass. Pearson throws it over the middle, intercepted. We got a return working here to the 30-yard line, 35. Cougars will be dropped down there, but the Cougars defense reads the pass and will pick it off. First turnover of the afternoon for Shenandoah, and the Cougars will try to get into double digits here with lots of football left this afternoon in Danville.
Yeah, try to build off of that last touchdown drive as well. This is a big drive here for Trevor Testerman, the receiver/quarterback now.
Again, if you're going to go with Testerman the rest of the year, keep him in there to get these reps. There is no better trainer than experience.
If you were to ask me, I would say that that's what they should do. I think that he's delivered a little bit of a spark. Just trying to work out the kinks here. There's been a couple of miscommunications and stuff, but I think the more reps you can give him, the better off he's going to be, obviously.
If he's your long-term plan here, then, get him some snaps. Soto gets the carry, not much at the line of scrimmage. Defensive line for the Hornets has been stout as expected this afternoon, and Soto has had some rough sledding, particularly on the isolation plays we're trying to run between the tackles. We simply aren't doing a good job of moving this defensive line back, and he'll get maybe a yard on that play. They'll put it at the 35-yard line.
Especially right up the middle. It hasn't been too successful. The Cougars definitely been better working outside of the numbers.
We'll see what we dial up on 2nd down and 9. Again, Soto's the lone tailback here. Again, Sean Watlington also now not in the game. So that is your best receiver. Your second best receiver's taking the snap here. Testament a straight drop back. Looking to his right, fires, caught. Pickup of about 4 or 5 yards. He has a bit of a wind-up like a baseball pitcher. Quarterback ideally should not wind up. It should just be behind the ear and throw. So he's you can tell he plays baseball. He's got that long, and that's one thing that he'll probably have to work on. Again, if this is the long-term solution, that little wind-up is that's a half second off there. Coaches will try to coach that out of him, but right now, again, you're just looking for the spark he provides.
Yeah, the release time obviously is – you can definitely tell that he's obviously a receiver trying to play quarterback, but he's done it pretty well here in the second half and just trying to build off of that momentum, especially that 4th and 11th throw, but he's got a big third medium here.
Empty backfield. Keeper by Trevor. He's going to dive forward and like a gazelle leap for a first down. Holy smokes. Looked a little smooth getting past the first down indicator that time. And Testament, again, will keep the drive rolling here. We've had, some offensive success here in the second half. Had 4 first downs in the entire first half. And I bet you we've got a dozen here already in the second half.
And that will always be the play on 3rd and short for Trevor. Get some blockers out in front of him. He's tough to bring down as it is, and then you especially put him behind the backfield there and get him some momentum into it as well.
You spread that offense out and have everything there, yeah.
Yep.
So it'll be first down, Cougars' own 48-yard line. Testerman gets the snap. Throws it deep and is intercepted for a brief moment, but our receiver played defensive back and knocked the ball out of his hands. Best defensive play of the afternoon came from a wide receiver. How about that? Oh, man. Number 6, Jamari Owens, turned immediately into a defensive back and knocked the ball right out of the hands of the defender, who had an interception all lined up, rock and roll, ready to go.
I think Sean Taylor is looking down right now. Very proud of that.
That's good stuff there,
boy,
yeah.
Goodness.
Any defensive back would look back at that and say, okay, yeah, that you got my respect on that one.
I'm sure Trevor will appreciate that hit as well, saving him of an interception. Goodness.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Testerman with the handoff. Soto gets out past the 50-yard line. About a 3-yard pickup there on 2nd down. And now we got a 3rd down and 7 coming up here. Ball will be just on the Shenandoah side of midfield.
That's Nick Andrews down there on the bench getting worked on by the training staff.
That's
so
your 3rd best receiver.
Another wide receiver injury. And then you also take into account that one of your best receivers is actually throwing the ball now, so that receiver room gets very thin.
Yeah, we're getting some new numbers at receivers is what we're saying. Third down and 7. Fake the handoff, throws it downfield. It is caught. Ball was a little underthrown, but the receiver did a good job of coming back to catch it. That's number 12, Jason Moran. And it'll be first down for the Cougars, as again, the Cougars offense has shown some life here in the second half.
And that's what you have to do if you're these receivers now for Trevor Testerman. Help him out, make adjustments, make those tough catches, and build that confidence for him.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Cougars at the Hornet 33-yard line.
Testerman approaching 100 passing yards in this game as well.
Again, it's all learning. And again, if this is going to be your long-term solution, get him those reps. He'll hand it off to Leach this time. Leach is hit hard about a yard or so into the play. And that is one of their starting backers in there. I've recognized him all afternoon. So it's only going to be a couple of yards here. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Cougars as they'll mark it just shy of the 31-yard line. Moran will come into the game to replace Goff again, and Testerman gets the play in from the sidelines.
Just about 7 minutes to go here in the 4th, and Cougars looking for back-to-back possessions with a scoring touchdown here to end this game. It would be really nice.
Get into double digits.
Yep.
Wouldn't be a problem with that at all. Hand off to Leach, looking for room to the outside. He gets pushed back, and he ain't going to get much at all here. He'll get knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and we'll have a third down and behind the chains here. Meantime, in Syracuse, New York, they just scored what could be the tying touchdown. They've got an extra point, 29 seconds left.
Oh, my goodness. Game's
Hokies is
crazy.
Just, yeah.
Hokies are must-see TV every week.
It's never boring.
No,
I'll
not
say
boring.
that. It's just
sure, as a fan, it's probably a little bit annoying,
it's
but
going to be a tight ball game. I don't care how good or how bad the other team is. So they'll move it back to the 35-yard line. That's about a 3-yard loss, 4-yard loss, and Cougars are now staring at a 3rd and 12. Of course, given the score and circumstance here, you assume it's 4-down territory. Trips right, 1 to the left. Blitz coming.
Yep.
They pick it up, and it's going to be a
Good
screen
play.
pass to Gabby Soto, and he's got room up ahead, looking for room. He's got a first down to about the 22-yard line. Almost had a lineman upfield situation there, but the lineman did a good job of waiting to get too darn far up, and just to make sure that they were going to get the catch before they went too far upfield. That's a very common mistake on those plays, the lineman getting too far upfield. But they did right. They checked him at the line, let the rush come in, and Testerman just floated it to Soto. Good execution.
The perfect counter to an all-out blitz is definitely a running back screen. If you can get those blockers out, get those defenders into the backfield, and Soto just had plenty of room to run.
With a 6'5" quarterback, he can look over top of him and drop that in there on a dime, which he did. First down for the Cougars. Testerman back to pass again. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket, rolled to the right. Now he's going to get just what he can inside the 20-yard line, knocked out of bounds about the 19. Get a couple of yards on the play, get what you can, and live to fight another down. It'll be second down for the Cougars. 41-6. Again, it's been all Hornets this afternoon, but the Cougars offense has put together back-to-back very effective, very time-consuming drives.
Yeah, that's what you want to see going into next week against Guilford here at home. Try to get some momentum, try to get more of an identity on offense. Haven't really seen that.
What we've seen on the last two drives again.
The last two drives we've seen it.
Unconventional quarterback again. He's a little gangly. He doesn't have the traditional look, but he's getting the job done here, and we're starting to play to his strengths here. Trips left this time for Testerman. Straight drop back. Pressure, weak side. He'll throw it Soto on a mini screen, but they are there. He'll fight his way to the 15. There's a couple flags in the secondary, and that makes you think there's going to be some kind of a backside hold or something along those lines, and we will see what the assessment is.
Could be a legal man downfield also.
Yeah.
Testerman was holding it for quite a bit, trying to get that receiver down there, Soto.
And again, that's a hard thing to avoid if you're a lineman and you're trying to set up the screen.
Interesting here.
A long discussion, whatever it is.
Doesn't look like the Cougars are moving backwards. We'll see.
Holding on to the defense. Now we'll take that and get an automatic decline it. Oh, you accept that. That's automatic first down. You would not decline that.
I think that's what they're talking about here. Yeah, because it would have been second down and second short.
Yeah, second
instead of a first down.
I'm gonna take that first down.
Yeah,
every time.
That's interesting.
Let's see where they spot it. Now they may be spotting it further upfield than we were thinking, because he picked up a couple of yards on it.
He didn't pick up the first down.
No,
right?
No, not even close.
What I mean, yeah.
Now the officials are talking about it again, because I cannot imagine why you would decline the penalty that gives you a first down. We don't know. They just move slowly down there, and they don't tell us anything. All right, defensive holding.
We started.
Yeah, now they're okay. Yeah, of course they're going to accept it. I mean, that's one that's so obvious. You don't even ask them on the sidelines. You just start marking it and make it first down.
It's been a game of delays and weird
I'll
plays. We started the day with the chain 10-minute delay.
The 10-minute chain delay, yeah. Never will forget that.
Yeah. Okay.
So we will have a first and goal because the new line of scrimmage is the 9-yard line. Cougars trying to make the final score look a little more palatable. Keeper by Testament on the read option. He's going to lean towards the end zone. Does he get in? He does not, but he is oh so close. Give him 8 yards on the pickup, and the Cougars are that close to getting into double digits.
I just love what I'm seeing here from Kesterman. He really brings that another element to the quarterback play here. You have to respect his legs, and here comes another tush push.
Here comes the tush push. Brace yourselves. Snap. Lean in. And we wait, and we wait, and we wait.
No.
They say no. Did not move the pile forward. We're still at the half-yard line.
The tush was not pushed enough.
Not
there.
enough.
You gotta push the tush a little bit more.
You got to push on that tush, I guess. And looks like we're setting up for a third down. I can't imagine we'll do much of anything else. Once you do the tush push, I mean, you're just like, okay, I guess we're going to keep doing that, aren't we? Now we got an injured player. Okay. Yeah. So we will have a delay on the third down here.
3:31 left.
Yeah, kind of when you go to that, I mean, because the nature of the play is you're not going to lose any yards.
Right.
But, you're not going to gain much either. But it's going to be more or less where it was before. And we just wait to see what happens. And that's another problem with those rugby piles. There's a whole lot of weight coming down on you if you're at the bottom of the pile. And
on the legs,
suspect that's what happened to our linemen here. I mean, that's just a tough row to hoe, quite frankly.
It is a dangerous play.
It is 2 tons of humanity
100%.
going at it. And if you're on the bottom of that list, that's brutal. So meantime, we got overtime in Syracuse, and Orange have the football, and they've already moved it to the Hokie 9-yard line, so the Hokie defensive act continues. And they just give up a touchdown. God knows. I mean, wow. Okay.
Shotgun here.
Okay, a more conventional set this time, at least by Averett standards. Testerman keeps it himself, tries to find the left corner, and he does. Good job of finding the daylight at the far left of the offense, and touchdown for the Cougars, 41-12, and will probably go for 2.
Testerman's second rushing touchdown in the last 2 possessions, and you're starting to see that growth.
Offensive identity, like you say.
Yeah, 100%.
We run with this we can run an RPO-based offense with a quarterback who's got a good arm, not an accurate arm, but a good arm, and you can build an offense off of that. Here we go for 2. Leach in the backfield. Testament rolling to his right. Nobody open. Chucks it. Now he does find Mason at the back of the end zone. Good vision that time from our quarterback. I didn't see him till the last second. Trevor saw him a little earlier. Good 2-point conversion. And, folks, there's a little life left in these Cougars. 41-14. We will bring you back for the presumably onside kick in 1 minute.
Nova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they
see if DiUlio or actually Yakovlev does a better onside kick. He tries, and they'll do a good job. They did a great job of just keeping the ball in front of them and falling right on it at the 50-yard line. Probably had a little too much mustard on that to be a successful onside kick. Onside kick has got to go 10 yards, but not much more than 10 yards. And he got it 15 yards upfield very, very quickly.
Let's take a look at Trevor Testerman here. 11 completions out of 19 attempts. 2 interceptions, but 120 yards passing, and on the ground, he's had 13 carries for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he has definitely performed well today, especially in the fourth quarter for the Cougars.
Those are the numbers of a good RPO quarterback.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to get. And they'll hand it off to McCluskey in the backfield. Will Shenandoah get it ahead for about 3 yards?
I'd like to see him get one more possession. 3:15 on the clock. I'm not sure if Coach Henry's going to burn any timeouts here. I hope he does. because these reps are valuable, and you do have a big game next week against Guilford, 2 winless teams in the conference.
Right now, again, yeah, we are not coaches. We don't know what the injury situation is, but we do know that this is a quarterback performance you can build off of. You can build an offense around this.
Yep.
So the Hornets understandably taking their time here on a 2nd down and 7. There's a snap. McCloskey gets another carry. He does a good dip and dive under a couple of would-be tacklers. He'll be about a yard short of the first down. 3rd down and 1 coming up.
And the Hornets can take this to the 2-minute timeout here if they please. Ooh, looks like the Cougars are calling a timeout.
Are they?
Maybe, yeah, no timeout.
They will go ahead and let it go here.
Yeah.
Sort of let this game run its natural course, I suppose. Hornets will be in no hurry to do much of anything, and that will be the 2-minute timeout. We'll bring you back for the final 2 minutes in a second here on the Averett Sports Network. Come back from a 2-minute timeout with a 3rd down and about a yard to go for Shenandoah. Again, they're up comfortably, 41-14 over the Cougars, but the Cougars have shown some signs of life here in the 4th quarter and maybe have found a long-term answer at quarterback, what with the injury to Ross back in week 2.
First down here, and we'll be taking these.
He ain't going to get it. McCloskey gets wrapped up in the backfield by 3 Cougars, and it'll be 4th down, and expect they'll just run another play here, and they get the first down, great. If not, they'll give the ball back to Cougars. And like you, I wouldn't mind seeing Testerman get a couple more snaps. Again, these are valuable reps, and that's what's separating him from the other quarterbacks right now is just raw experience. But we've seen it develop today. I mean, he looks more comfortable today than he did on last drive than he did on play 1.
100%.
Just through the course of this game, there's a certain comfort level that's emerged, I think.
It's the decision-making, too. I mean, he's not forcing the ball into double coverage. He knows when to run for 2 or 3 yards. He knows when to throw the ball away. So he's definitely grown a lot just in this game. So I'd love to obviously, if Ethan Ross is out next week against Guilford, I'd definitely like to see Testerman get that start.
They'll run the clock down and call a timeout. The Hornets, 1:08 left in the football game, and, of course, we'll take the timeout here and get set for that. The Hornets are going to go to 6-2 and improve to 3-2 in ODAC play. And it's going to be their 6th consecutive victory over Averett in this series. Again, these teams are old foes from the USA South Athletic Conference days from years ago. Shenandoah, of course, kind of like Averett in that they are a relatively new addition to the ODAC. Not one of the original Blue Bloods like Hampton-Sydney, W&L, and Bridgewater and those guys.
Yeah, this is just the 3rd matchup between these 2 teams in the last 10 years. So
when E&H went Division II, it created a chasm, and we filled it up. 4th down and 2, they'll go for it here. Again, Pearson is their backup quarterback. He's in the game along with McCloskey, the tailback. McCloskey gets the carry. He ain't going to get it. Cougar defense right there on top of him, so give the Cougar defense a gold star for effort on that set of downs as they will force the turnover on downs, and we'll get a couple more snaps of experience for emerging quarterback Trevor Testerman. Cougars will have it at their own 41-yard line.
Give the Cougars credit down the stretch here in this 4th quarter. They've played very well. This game hasn't gone the way that they want. Obviously, the score hasn't gone the way that they want, but 2 touchdown drives on the last 2 possessions and 2 stops by the defense and a 4th down and 1 stop there as well.
We're not bringing Testament in. Number 10, Hoffman's going to operate this final drive. 2 wides to either side. Freshman calls the snaps. Hand off to the tailback. That's Wooten getting big yards up the gut. Actually, number 20 on the carry. Nodine? Yeah. His first carry of the afternoon, and unfortunately he turns up a little turned ankle at the end of that very impressive run, but he's going to stay in the ball game. Just a little turn there.
Cougars going with a little tempo here. 50 seconds left.
Sure, get what you can. Back to pass is Hoffman. Got all kinds of time. Now it begins to run out, and he'll be dropped for a loss. Wasn't able to get his wheels out from under him quick enough that time, and he'll lose it back to the Cougar 45-yard line. Again, we're in our presumably will be the last set of downs this afternoon.
Just 25 seconds left.
Time to get one more play off here if they want.
It doesn't look like
Hoffman's
going to
start. Yeah, Hoffman's going to start making his way to the sidelines, and we will call it a ball game here. Solid 4th quarter for the Averett Cougars, and stuff to build on as they get ready for the final 2 games of the 2024 season. We saw the maturation of the offense again this afternoon. It's hard to have offensive growth when you're constantly shuttling in quarterbacks. It's just very hard. There are some teams that can do it, but they are rare. And now that we maybe have settled in on a quarterback, you've got a base, a foundation to build off of, and a little something to build on for next week.
100%. And I would anticipate if Ethan Ross is out that Trevor Testerman will get first-team snaps all week leading up to that game against Guilford 1 week from today. 2 teams that are winless in the conference, so somebody's going to get their first ODAC win, and Senior Day, Military Appreciation Day, so I'll be there with you, Chuck, and
yes, sir.
Really excited for it.
Lord willing, we'll have a good weather next week, 1 week from today, and we will be broadcasting Cougar ODAC victory, but not this afternoon. 41-14, the Hornets come down from Shenandoah, Virginia, and sting our Cougars here at home at Daly Field. For Thomas Haney and for the rest of the crew here at Averett Sports Network, I'm Chuck Vipperman, wishing you a fantastic rest of the weekend. Good afternoon, everyone.